And we're back, better than ever, right? So you're back from, what, 5,000 miles away?
Yeah, Los Angeles. And it is... I can never live in L.A. I can visit L.A., no problem. But I cannot live in L.A.
Because of all the...
No, it has really nothing to do with
I could fill in the blank here anywhere.
with the libs.
Oh, I was going to go Mexicans, but...
That's here. Well, that's true. No. In all honesty, it's just it's a different place, you know.
I went to L.A. once in '99 for 5 days, and I'm like, okay, I'm done, because I don't want to stay. I could not live there, especially when the guy goes, "Hey man, you from New York?" And I looked him dead in the eye. I go, "Ohio," and he went, "Oh, you moron."
My bad.
So,
but it was cool. We're going to get into it today. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. I had a good time, good trip with our friend Anthony Rippo, the co-host of the Retro Gamers podcast. Why not?
All right. Well, I guess I'll play ever dumb and go, "Oh, we're rolling." So welcome back to the Better Half Podcast, episode 38.
Oh, okay, we're getting there.
Still not my waist size. But back, I feel like I haven't seen you in a month because we had some rescheduling issues.
We did.
Because you were in LA.
I was busy. I was in Los Angeles.
Doing something, I guess you could say it's more important than our podcast.
Absolutely. Well,
wow.
No, we're on track. We're still scheduled correctly.
Schedule.
Before we get started, though, I do want to... one of my biggest pet peeves when I go traveling is named Frank Messina. And normally he's always
Wait,
like...
me and my cousin.
No, you. So normally because Frank will go, "Hey, you going to L.A.? Can you get me this? Hey, can you get me that?" Well...
Yeah, I like swag.
I went up to you. And I actually did bring back a couple of things for you.
I don't want it.
Well, by that, I mean I was more the travel mule. Couple things are from Anthony.
Opium?
And actually, one's from my mother.
From your mother?
From my mother.
Wait, your mother was in L.A. with you?
No. She just saw something and thought it was cute and thought of you.
What? Okay.
So first here's...
Wait, let me put my mic down. Hold on.
This is going to be first from Anthony.
Wow.
Now, these things, you have choices.
Is it super potato?
No, we didn't go that far. But we did... we'll get into that. I'm going to get into that. Don't worry.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm just trying to...
Why'd you put it over here?
Because my drink's there.
Oh.
Don't worry. I'm very professional.
Just move my remotes down.
I don't want to stop moving shit in your house.
Go.
Then you yell at me.
Just
You're very angry sometimes.
brush that over. Why does everyone keep saying that? Fuck.
Larry, you're a little... I'm not going to... I love you, buddy, but I'm a little concerned.
What are you talking about?
You got anger issues, brother.
I have nothing.
Yeah, a little bit.
Just move it over.
I'm trying. Hold on.
Christ.
God damn it. Well, by the way, hysterical. Well, we're waiting.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, I'm good. Okay, good.
Okay, so this is some stuff here that Anthony picked up. Actually, like, one's for me, one's for you. There's 3 different things. So you get to choose which one you want. I'll just take the other one. I will tell you ahead of time, they are magnets. So,
I know.
nice collection of magnets.
Oh.
Okay, I need you to talk into the mic now.
Okay, I am talking into the mic now.
Christ. So,
Year and a half, people.
the first one is from Disneyland. Oh, from Hong Kong Disney.
Is that racist?
We have... No, I don't think it is. We have a fantastic celebration, 13th anniversary of Disney Hong Kong. You get to pick one magnet with Donald and Daisy.
Oh. Is it... wait, it's not even in Japanese.
No, it wouldn't be in Japanese because it's Disneyland Hong Kong.
Is this from Epcot Center in, like, Florida? Or is
It
this
is from
Japan?
Disneyland Hong Kong.
Oh, okay.
Or you can have one here with Goofy and Pluto.
Ooh, this is a decision. I think I'm going to go with... I have to choose between these?
You choose one, and then I'll take the other.
I got to tell you, I'm a dog fan.
Okay.
So I'm going to take... Now, they should be... The Donald and Daisy should actually be Peking duck. Oh, yummy. I might get some Chinese food later. So I'm going to take Goofy and...
All right, cool.
Let me get the magnet away from my laptop. Is that still a thing? Magnets and laptops?
Probably,
and
yeah.
So let's
Yeah,
put that
put it
right
over
there.
Cool.
Thank you.
I remember
Thank you, Anthony.
When he was handing them out, I'm like, oh, I don't want the pink one. And he's like, ugh, really? I'm like, yeah. But I do like Donald.
Nothing wrong with pink.
Real men don't wear pink. Okay.
In the 1980s movies, the bad guy always wore pink.
Now, the next part. From Italy.
Where?
Italia. we have a Leaning Tower Pisa magnet,
Ooh.
or a Leaning Tower Pisa magnet. Now, they're two different types of magnets. One's like the actual tower. The other one is kind of like a little more broader version of it.
I went to Italy in the Leaning Tower of Pisa on my honeymoon.
Do you have that one?
And I think I have that one.
Oh, you have this one already?
I think I
The
might have
actual
that.
tower?
So
Okay.
I will take this one.
Awesome. Very cool. Very cool.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you, Anthony.
And the third one, also from China. From Hong Kong, China. These are like actual Hong Kong, though. That makes sense. This is more of a like a fan, like one of those Japanese fans.
It's a red
Chinese
fan with
fans.
a green dragon on it. It says Hong Kong.
And then there's another one, Hong Kong. It's kind of like a map, sort of. And it looks like there's a picture here of a dolphin getting ready to mount a panda bear, but whatever.
Oh, right. Hey, it's Sandhawk.
Yeah, it does, actually.
This looks like the map from PUBG Sandhawk. I get to choose?
You do? Yep.
Well, I might take the fan just because it's a little warm in here, and I might fan myself with it.
Yeah, I got to turn the heat down, yeah.
New territories. I didn't know they had new territories.
Choose a magnet before we have to pay for this song. All right, cool. He takes the fan. Sweet.
Thank you, Anthony Rippo
Yes.
of the Retro Gamers.
And
Thank
now
you.
this is from my mother.
Your mom got me a gift. Wait, now, how did your mom...
She just saw it and
In a
she thought of
store.
you. Yes.
What you saw, I guess, for Thanksgiving or something?
Yeah, sorry, yesterday, yeah.
Okay. They are a pair of socks. They are red on this side, and on the other side. You know what's funny? Because wait, did she hear when I think I said it on the podcast? I had to up my sock. I was trying to up my sock game.
Oh, maybe. Oh, well, she did listen, yeah.
So, and on the other side, this is awesome. Okay, they are socks, and they are Tapatio Salsa Picante Hot Sauce socks. There's a Mexican man with a sombrero and fire coming up to his chest. Beth, I love you. These are awesome. These are awesome. No, because these are red, and I could get away with wearing these at Christmas time.
You could, yeah.
Yes, so these are great. Oh my God, these are exciting. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. Oh yeah. Thank you, Beth. Thank you, Anthony. This is great. I should come to your house more often. I
You
get
should.
gifts.
You should.
This is great.
All right.
And I'm going to give you the gift that the next time we record at Studio B, you could sit at the desk.
Really? Like a big boy?
You've earned it. You've earned it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Not during the live show, because
Oh.
I need the laptop.
You do,
I
yeah.
need the desks
Yeah.
for the...
I'm going to ask you to put that mic on the other side because if you're staring at me, you're not going to be heard.
I know. I keep doing that. All right,
So-
I'm holding it. I was holding it
No, I
before.
get
I
it.
just
I
took
get
it, put
it.
it back to accept my
problem.
gifts.
No problem. Very good. California. Yes.
California,
Knows how
city
to
of
party.
Compton. City of Compton.
What can I say about California? It's my 5th time there, so really, I've already done a lot of the touristy stuff.
5 times.
9 times.
5 times.
So I did a lot of the touristy stuff already, like the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Grauman Chinese Theater.
Did you see Bill Cosby's star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
No, because I didn't go to the Hollywood Walk of Fame. this
Oh,
time
you didn't
around.
go this time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I've already done all that. So this time around, and I know it perturbs Anthony just a little bit because the last 3 times I went were all because there were pay-per-views at the Staples Center. And this time around was Survivor Series at the Staples. Wonderful building, too, Staples Center. I like it. But this time around, we did the whole package. We did all 4 nights.
Yes, I saw that.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Needless to say, I don't think Anthony is much into it as I still am right now.
Wait,
even though,
you're into wrestling?
a little bit.
I didn't know.
And the man worked for WWE. So by Monday,
Can I interject?
Yeah, sure.
As children or when did you met when you were
High school.
High school. You guys were really into wrestling. Like you
We
guys had
were,
a
yeah.
rink and a ring.
You got a room for rink?
You got a room for rink. A la foil. Great movie, 1980
I love
pop by
that
Robin
movie.
Williams.
I know only one person who did not like that movie.
I don't talk to them anymore.
Well, unfortunately, I don't.
Who?
But
Oh,
don't worry
no.
about it.
It's a fantastic. That should have
I
won
love
every
that.
award of 1980.
That movie is great.
One of my favorite lines. I know I'm not a. I know. Wait, I'm gonna get it right. He goes. I'm not a doctor, but I know what I'm losing me patience. Ugh.
What was the name of the horse that they were betting on?
Oh God, that's a great question. You know it?
Yeah.
Oh man, I forgot that one.
Every time they say, yeah. because Sweet Pea.
Sweet Pea. I don't remember. I forgot.
Holy moly!
Holy moly!
Moly.
Oh, that's right.
That's probably that's my favorite. Like of all the songs in the movie, I mean, obviously the Popeye the Sailor Man is a classic, but when he's singing, I'm Popeye the Sailor. When in the brothel slash
brothel horse track.
Yeah.
Yeah, meanwhile, it's just one of those carnival horse races.
Just turning the wheel.
That's your favorite song?
That's my favorite performance in the movie.
My favorite song, we completely sidetracked, but that's okay. This is often what we do.
Hollywood movies.
My favorite song is, there's two. It's I mean,
Yep.
you know what I mean.
He's mean.
I'm meaner than that. I'm so mean, I beat myself up. God, I sound just like him.
You really do.
And the other one is, which my wife sings to me, is he's large, large. He may not be the best.
That's true.
But he's better than all the rest.
Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember the.
But he's large, and he's mine, and you can have him.
Miserable.
Stupid, miserable. A la Shelley Duvall, creepy. Jack Nicholson should have took care of her in The Shining.
Oh, man.
Wendy, give me the bat.
The shinning.
All right. Anyway, go back to L.A.
So, Los Angeles. So we're
Hangalies.
getting ready to take off from
Hangalies.
JFK to LAX. Wonderful 5-hour and 45-minute flight. I need to invest in, like, a seat pillow because, like, 45 minutes into the flight, you ever sit so long your ass goes numb?
Yes.
That happens to me often. All right, we're there for the bonus round.
What was that?
That was a dryer.
Oh, the dryer. Okay.
And it's probably going to go off a couple more times.
That's all right.
Yeah, because I get all fidgety. And I knew it was like a 6-hour flight.
Middle seat, aisle seat?
I purposely took aisle. Well, it's three to a row.
Okay.
I purposely took aisle because I knew in case I had to go to the bathroom, which I would have to, I don't have to worry about, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. But I got to invest in some. It was just uncomfortable, and you're moving and you're gyrating and all this stuff. Here's the fun part about JetBlue, though.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm looking forward to this.
JetBlue.
So here, I always fly JetBlue. I love JetBlue.
Chips.
They don't have the blue, not exclusive blue chips. Like it's mixed with other types of potato chips now.
Right.
So they have.
Wait a second. 5-hour trip, and all you got was snacks?
I did not say that.
Okay, go on. Sorry.
No, they had meals. They had like you can get like a ham sandwich.
You got to buy the box
for $12.
The fuck,
you got the boxes.
I remember that shit was free.
Some sort of Mediterranean salad or something. I don't know. So anyway, and I had a very Seinfeld. Do you ever watch Seinfeld?
Yes.
Okay. I had a very Seinfeld moment because I guess on the Western flights,
Mormon,
they have not necessarily, I wouldn't call it first class, but like I will call it first class actually. I think it's their mint, they call it.
Right.
Where it's either you can have like 2 seats but it's like you look like you're on the Starship Enterprise.
They're cushioned. They're more cushioned.
Very cushioned. You have your own personal plugs,
padding.
lights. Oh man. The 9 yards. Or you can get a suite, which is basically 1 seat in that row.
A suite, really? Oh,
well, they call it a suite. It's just one. It's one.
Well, I don't know.
Seats.
I've never. The only planes I've been on JetBlue with in the last probably 10 years have been to Florida. So
those won't have it then. Because It's only like a 3-hour flight.
Okay. So. Last time when I flew to LA in '99, I think I took American Airlines because JetBlue didn't exist.
No, it wasn't around.
And this is crazy because now you go on a plane and you've traveled recently a lot. Mm-hmm. There's never an empty seat on a plane anymore.
Very. I can't even. Maybe 3 years.
When
ago
I
was
flew
the
to
last
LA
time.
in '99, it was a regular standard size jet, airplane. I don't know if it was a 747 or whatnot, but I had the whole row to myself. I laid down. I went to sleep.
I think this happened to me like once.
There was like 20 people on my plane. Something out of like.
Did you go like during an odd time of the year? I mean, I flew.
No,
right
I
before
went
Thanksgiving.
I went in October.
All right.
I went like right around Halloween time.
Okay.
I did go because I remember the person I was visiting. We carved the pumpkin. We got a pumpkin from Ralph's, and we carved. So yeah, it was around Halloween, and it was like something out of the Langoliers. There was like 20 people on the plane.
I always think about that. Whenever I'm on the plane, I think of the Langoliers.
I wish it would
I don't know
happen.
why. So here's my moment. So you have to you walk through that first class, and then you get to your seat. So here's the thing, JetBlue, and you guys are great. But can you put like a screen or a curtain in between first class and coach so that way we understand we have not as comfortable seats, but do we need to see how they're treated up front in the plane? I'm getting my box ham sandwich, which is a good ham sandwich. It was very good. I saw steam coming off their food up in first class, and that's not even a joke.
Sir, you're with economy. Was there a chicken running down the aisle or something, or a goat?
And then the other thing is we were getting ready to land, and they hand out warm towels. So you see the front, and they're handing out actual warm towels. We got, like, microwaved wet naps.
Ew. Wow, I've never seen that before in JetBlue.
Again, it's only, I think, the long flights.
I guess,
So I was like, oh, that's depressing.
Well, look,
I know it is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean, look, I have yet to fly first class. I mean, I flew on my honeymoon to France, coach.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, that sucked.
Yeah.
Because the air conditioning wasn't working very well on the plane, and I was
that little
I was actually I took a piece of paper for the person next to me, and I kind of just wedged it in, so theirs was coming towards me.
Oh, nice!
And waiting for them to say something, and then when she finally looked at me, I just death stared her, and I'm like, "Listen,
we're 35,000 feet.
35,000 feet. One of us is going out this window, and it ain't me. All right, there."
And besides that,
I'm an angry elf.
The flight was really good. I purchased the even more speed. So I can get through security quicker. That didn't happen. Not JetBlue's fault.
No, but that never works for anyone.
No, but what I'm going to do now, I'm going to sign up for the pre-check.
Never works.
It's $85.
Never works.
No, it's a completely separate line.
Never works.
I've seen it.
Trust me. I know. Trust me. After it'll work the first 3 times, and then you lose money.
How? It's only $85 for 5 years. It's $30 a pop with JetBlue.
You've heard it here first. Episode 37, 20 minutes in.
I fly like once a year now.
Okay.
Anyway. So we land.
Why do you doubt me?
I doubt
I'm like the trash heap.
What does that even mean?
From Fraggle Rock?
Oh.
The trash heap. I know everything. I'm the all-knowing trash heap. Except it's about mail. It's all about mail.
Oh, I got to get into that a little later. It's hysterical, though. Hysterical.
Oh, God.
Anyway, all right, so we land. We're in L.A. I Uber it to his job. Nice place Anthony works at. Very cool. I won't mention it. No, because he was doing all the driving.
Oh, okay.
So, and then, so I land Friday night. Friday? Yeah. We go to Saved by the Max.
Saw that.
This thing is awesome. It's L.A. or California. I think they're only in California. I don't know if they have them out here. They have these. It's a new thing called like pop-up restaurants, where it's like this theme restaurant that's only open for a few months.
Our friend Opie does those.
Oh,
yeah, he does pop-up podcasts.
Well, he's a destroyer. So.
Been doing it since he's 18.
Absolutely.
You suck, Opie. And that's what you get for muting me on Twitter.
Well, Opie. Block you,
no, Opie, Greg Hughes, Opie. Nose-eating, booger-eating freak.
God, come on.
That's right. I just called out one of the biggest podcasts right now, so.
Gosh darn it. Saved by the Max was very fun. If you're in L.A., check out Saved by the Max. I will tell you this, and it's nothing bad. The food, you're not going for the food. It's just regular.
Any of those restaurants, you never go in for the food.
It's good, but it's not anything
You go for a burger and chicken tenders.
But it's also you purchase it ahead of time. Like when you reserve the seat, you pay for it there. So like everything's one price, and when you go, you just pick what you want. But it's when you walk in. I mean, it is the max. It is straight off the set of Saved by the Bell.
I never really watched the show, but I know I wasn't a big Saved by the Bell fan. But I do. I mean, I know of the show. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen clips of it, and actually, I wanted to talk to you about our very special episode coming up. So
well, that's one of my favorite episodes.
Okay, well,
which leads to a story here. So you walk in and you walk past the lockers. You know, of Zach, AC Slater, Lisa Screech, Tori, the girl from the last season when Tiffany Amber Thiessen and Elizabeth Berkley wanted more money, and they're like, have a good day.
Bye-bye.
So I walk past Jesse Spano's locker, and I mean, this is attention to detail. There's 3 pill bottles in the locker.
Are you kidding?
I was.
Wait, is that you? You holding one of them?
Yeah. I mean, of course they were empty, don't get me wrong.
Wait, now, do you think someone left them there? Or
No. I think they were there on purpose.
Because
that's a very famous episode.
I would think people would probably steal those. No,
they're like $1 pill bottles. I mean, I don't think.
I know.
You know what? It's impressive. I don't think so because the clientele in there wasn't bad at all.
I would have stole it.
Just saying. Yeah. I mean, it's not like it said Saved by the Bell on it. But anyway, so that was really awesome. They have Mr. Belding's office, which is like a private area. I guess like if you have a large party.
Okay.
You go to Belding's
like a catering.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then
That's cool.
It was just, I took the pictures, KKTY and the door and everything like that. So that was.
Wait, wasn't that? Where was the Peach Pit?
The Peach Pit.
That restaurant was that 90210?
That wasn't like the summer episode of Saved by the
No,
Bell.
no. They hung out at where was the okay? In Saved by the Bell, they hung out at
the Max.
The Max. Okay, so Peach Pit was a restaurant that I think that was 90210. Another show I didn't watch.
Not California Dreams.
No,
remember that show? I love California Dreams.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it came on. It was like another Saved by the Bell, but they were
band. like a Baywatch Nights kind of thing.
How about Baywatch Hawaii?
Didn't even know that was that.
No.
Anyway,
we'll look it up later.
Okay.
So all right. So that was that. That was Friday night, and then Saturday we started the wrestling. Just real quick for those of you who watch wrestling, Saturday was NXT Takeover War. I'm not going into details, but NXT Takeover War Games, and I'm just going to tell you right now, this is the second time WWE has done War Games. It was a WCW tradition from like 1987 to about 99. My favorite match of WCW ever: 2 rings, 1 cage. Back in WCW, there was a top on the cage. Here, they don't do the top. But I have to say, and I know I'm going to get some backlash here from Frank, but I got chills. I got goosebumps.
They were multiplying
when they started lowering the cage over the 2 rings, because I've waited 30-something years to finally 30 years to see this match.
I'm not going to give you shit because look, I've accepted the fact that you're a grown man, really into wrestling, and this is your thing. It's just you take it to a level that no one else does. But
for those 3 hours,
you're a 12-year-old.
No problems in life.
Right, you're a 12-year-old. I get it.
So.
I completely get it. I'm not going to give you shit. I'm done giving you shit about wrestling. It's just when you get angry about it is when I get worried because you do take it to a degree, but you also have to realize not everyone is passionate about.
Who do I get mad at just because they don't like it?
Well, no, not that they don't like it, because Look,
the only thing that really bugs me is when someone says it's fake. It's not fake. It's choreographed.
It's scripted,
but it's not fake.
No, it's not fake. I know that.
That's my only issue.
People do that to you to get a rise out of you.
No, I know, and I give it back to them.
Right, yeah. but or you just block them. But
I can do that too. Well, no, that's also because I'm getting harassed while I'm at the show.
Well, also in defense of someone who was blocked by a comment that I made once when you were at a wrestling event about the Stanley Cup. I wasn't trying to be a dick to you. You just don't you think it's going to go someplace it's not, and then you block. But whatever. That's not here or there. That's not.
We've gone over that.
Right. We've already gone over that. The point I'm making is you posted. You had such a great time in L.A., but you have this hatred for a certain audience member.
Oh, the asshole in the green shirt.
Can you explain this to me?
And the douchebag with the long hair.
Can you explain this to me?
And her old lady.
Because I commented a few times going, why the hatred? And I wasn't being a dick about it. I was curious, just like, why do you hate these 3 people? Because apparently they've been to multiple shows.
Here's what it is. Here's what annoys. And I call, and it's not them. It's them mostly because they're always on camera. But there's a lot of these what I call professional fans, where they will.
You don't consider yourself a professional fan?
No, because I'm not going to every show around the country. I'm not at every pay-per-view. I go to WrestleMania, of course. I'll go to everything that's in New York, but I'm not at every show. Plus, I don't purposely wear the same thing over and over again to make sure I'm on TV. I did that. All right, that's a lie. I did it like 3 times. That's more for me because I'm usually sitting further back. You can hit the button.
Oh, I didn't know if no, Larry's chair lights up.
Just hit the light bulb.
I didn't know if I hit that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what happens is, and there's a lot. There's Frank the Clown who dresses up like a clown, but he's also dating Noelle Foley, so good for him.
So in other words, you get like in the Jets game, like you have the Chief, and then
Fireman Fred,
right?
Yeah.
And then I'm sorry, there was an old Islander who was dressed like an Indian. He had the Indian headdress on. In the Range game, you have the dancing Larry, the douchebag.
That's usually like one person, though.
Right?
All right, fine. That's almost like a mascot.
But these 3 people sit together.
These 3, but the other professional fans, as I call them, like they're just all over the place. There's like 6 or 7 of them. There's the Brock Lesnar guy. He got on TV once because Brock Lesnar made his return in 2012. He was wearing this gray Ed Hardy shirt. Now he wears this stupid gray Ed Hardy shirt wherever he goes. Anyway, with these 3 though, I don't know why I'm playing with this.
Yeah, that's
with
loud.
With these three,
Playing with bubble wrap.
for the last, I'm going to say about 4 years, they have sat front and center at 95% of every pay-per-view, every Raw, every SmackDown. And it's annoying because when I go back and watch old stuff, now I see them. And here's why they bug me. Really bug me.
Okay.
They don't do anything.
They have no reaction.
They just sit there. Recently, one of them, the tall guy with the long hair who looks like he may be dead, but I'm not 100% sure, he just recently started, like, lightly clapping at stuff. I'm like, if you're going to sit front row, you know, like, there's a reason why you're sitting front row. Like, me and a friend of ours, Spider, we sat second row. And we were, did that guy sit in front of me back then?
Is this why you hated him the original time? Because he sat in front of you?
No. It has nothing
Okay, so
to do.
my question to you is, okay, so they don't have any reaction. They wear the same thing. Obviously, they're attention whores. They obviously have the money to spare that they could.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
That they could spend all their time at these events. And secondly, you're at something you love. Okay, like for instance, if I was at a hockey game, I recently was just at the hockey game. I was third row off the glass. Okay, closest I've ever been. It was fantastic. And I gotta talk. We forgot to talk about when I took my daughter to the.
I figured we'll get to that.
Yeah, I didn't write that down. So just remind me.
Write that down.
If there's a fan from, let's say, another team sitting near me, or there's something like whatever, let's say the green shirt guy, whatever, I'm not gonna let that. I'm gonna ignore. Let me finish. I'm not. I'm gonna ignore. I'm gonna ignore that. I'm gonna ignore that because I'm not gonna let that take away from me being at an event that I love or something like you love wrestling. So I feel bad, but not I feel bad. But I feel. I'm trying to say this, but I don't want to like be insulting. I don't want to say pity.
You think I'm sitting there obsessing over these guys?
No, but Larry, you took pictures of them and put these assholes again or whatever the picture. Who cares? So they want to be miserable in the front row. Who cares? Let them enjoy.
I did that on purpose because I know.
All right, okay.
I'm not. I don't. Wait a minute.
Because
you think I'm sitting there seething over them?
Because
like sitting there and be like,
no, not seething, but. But I think it becomes not seething, like you can't even focus on the matches. I think it's more of it's a distraction to you.
Absolutely not. If anything, I did that more for the wrestling
fans.
Well,
because your comments and your posts seem very vitriol filled.
They're designed like that just because Frank puts up a post on Thanksgiving saying, JFK shot 1963 on this day. And I know full well that Thanksgiving changes, the date changes every year. So as a joke, I just put, he was shot on Thanksgiving?
See, this is
in which case, it's one thing to post on the thread. You were like, really? But then you went out of your way and texted me with a description like, no. This was like a Tuesday or something where Thanksgiving changes every week, every year.
Well, because I didn't know if you were kidding or not.
That's the idea. That's why I post half the stuff I post. I don't.
Well, this is news to me, and I know you almost 20 years.
It's that dry delivery. Just it's coming over in text. Like when I take the pictures when I go to a football game, or if I go to a hockey game, I take a picture of some asshole who's wearing a completely different team's jersey that's not on the ice.
Right.
Again, I don't sit there staring at him like
you realize everyone. But it comes off as angry Larry.
You know who else used to do that? Not angry, but in a way confuse people? Andy Kaufman.
You're comparing yourself to Andy
One of the greatest comedians.
You're comparing
I love
yourself
Andy Kaufman.
To Andy
Absolutely.
Kaufman?
You didn't know what was happening with Andy. When he was Tony Clifton, you had no... I mean,
those are two different people, so you know.
Well, I mean, what I'm saying is when he would... At that one time, he dressed up as Tony Clifton.
Right.
So
yeah, okay, all right,
but
Andy.
Yeah, I love that song. I love that movie.
Great movie. That's one of those movies where you realize by the end of the movie you're not watching Jim Carrey, you're watching Andy Kaufman.
Did you see that documentary that was on Netflix with Jim Carrey?
Him and Jib and Andy, I think.
I
did not see it yet. No,
and I remember hearing about that back then. Like he became Andy Kaufman.
Yeah.
What do they call that?
Method acting.
Yeah, method. I mean, he just not like
now
when
Jim Carrey's a liberal douche, but other than that,
like when he did the scene where he got when Andy got power driven by Jerry Lawler.
Yeah.
they did the scene and Jim Carrey's walking around with a neck brace. So, but no, nowadays.
When I worked in production, I worked with a few people who were method actors. So it got annoying at lunch. When you're working with a chicken farmer, he's a chicken farmer, and then he's sitting there holding a chicken. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to eat my ham sandwich here,
So, all right, so I'll speed up the rest of this here. So, anyway, we did the wrestling, and poor Anthony, we went 4 nights. I think by Tuesday, he about had it. He was done. I was still all in, but and then he went a 5th day when his mother showed up, because then he went to a Kings game in the same building, which, funny enough...
Larry, you want a milk dud?
I'll jump ahead. I was getting ready to fly home, and I'm sitting there waiting for the plane, and the plane arrives, deboards. Who do I see? His mother. Came right off
the plane you were getting on.
Yep. Comes over, we say
funny.
hi, and she goes, "Where's Anthony?" I'm like, "We're past security. He's not allowed up here."
Oh, but he just was basically he hung out at the airport.
Well, yeah, because she arrived when he had to drop me off, so he had maybe 45 minutes to wait.
Okay.
But it worked out good. Let's see some fun stuff I saw. Oh, this was cool. We're driving on the 101, not the 405. The 101, I think it is.
Okay,
I may have that wrong. Flowing traffic. One of the few times traffic
was there a
flowing.
bus doing over 55 miles an hour and it slowed down? It would blow up?
No, there was a pedestrian crossing the highway.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's about right.
I mean, and I couldn't think fast enough because I was in awe to take a video of this.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
People were slowing down like this happens on a regular basis. He just walked through traffic, jumped over the median, and kept walking through traffic.
That's probably right. Did you see any police chases?
No. I heard there was a police shooting on the 101 that afternoon. That guy may or may not have been involved in it. So
the guy crossing the
exactly.
Yeah, possible. It's funny because I when I went to L.A. In 1999, I went to L.A. I was visiting my friend who lived out there. Currently, now lives in Staten Island.
Okay.
We were out to eat. I don't remember where, but we were at the restaurant, and all of a sudden, the whole restaurant clears out.
Ooh.
I mean, literally clears out. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And we look, and people left their food and their purses and everything and ran to the bar. It was a police chase.
Oh, jeez.
And so it was on the TV. So everyone was, I'm like, I said to, I go, I could rob everyone in this room right now and pretty much eat their food, which I was considering, well, yeah, I'm not necessarily in that order, but, and she's like, oh, it's probably a police chase. And we looked over and sure enough, there was a police chase on the TV. So it's insanity.
It's nuts. Also, Anthony, again, I love him.
I'm Frank. Oh, yeah. Okay.
He's gotten himself into tremendous shape. He looks good. He's doing good. He eats healthy. He runs. All this stuff that I don't do, which is a problem because I think I may have almost killed him with the restaurants that we were going to. He was not happy with the food that we were eating.
Let's talk about that because first of all, now he lives in Glendale.
I wasn't going to try and go that close, but yeah, Glendale.
Okay, well, whatever. It's not like I gave out his address. Give me a break.
This is true.
You went to the Claim Jumper.
We did go to. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I was at.
there.
Okay,
yeah.
my friend. I was there. I was at that.
Okay,
and
it's right across. Is
that San Bernardino?
I don't remember the city, but I think it's attached to TBS or something. Maybe
I don't remember. This was a while ago.
Okay,
this is
99.
99. So my friend took us there. I think it was my last night there.
What year did you go to L.A.?
99.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, did I say that enough? Don't be you. How fresh of you. I'm angry at you right now.
And that guy wears a green shirt, sells them online.
Oh, I'm going to buy one. I actually was going to go buy all of our friends' green shirts. I was actually forgot I was going to wear a green shirt tonight. And every time we saw you, we were going to just surround you with green shirts, instead of Blue Man Group, it was going to be green friend group.
Yeah, no, I don't. Once I get there, I don't care.
Well, anyway, the Claim Jumper. I don't remember. It's like a steak place, right? Like steak chops and stuff like that.
That and it's almost like a little mini Sizzler because it has like a fixins bar.
Yes, absolutely.
Side note. They have Sizzlers out there.
Did you really?
And I'm pissed we didn't go to one.
Shut the front door.
No, I saw 2 of them.
Because I remember the Sizzler in Sheepshead Bay.
Oh,
you know what I used to do?
That one rocked.
Do you know what I used to do to the Sizzler in Sheepshead Bay?
What'd you do to the Sizzler?
Okay, you remember how for those who know, Sizzler was like a chain restaurant. They had all that open window. There was all open windows, like not open windows, but like the booths against the windows. Yeah. It was all glass. The whole. and I would walk by and I like
Wait, inside or outside?
outside.
Okay.
And like they had the little bushes.
Yeah.
And I would do the whole like I would into the like I was puking into the bushes. Like I'd walk past staggering like I was drunk. Meanwhile, I was like 15.
What's the matter with you?
What? And I would get up. I go. And like I'd wipe my lips, like I'd go, sorry, through the window. But back to the claim jumper.
I used to stack up the cottage cheese because it was all you can eat. I loaded the cottage
You like
cheese.
cottage cheese?
I love cottage cheese.
The hell is wrong?
You don't like cottage cheese?
No,
I love
it's
a good cottage
nasty.
cheese. Oh, what are you kidding me?
Oh.
No, sometimes it can be watery. Sometimes it can be bad.
I'm gonna
But
throw
you get
up.
the what is that in the blue tub or the red tub? The I forgot the brand name.
Sam Breakstones.
Some Breakstone. Yeah.
He was the donut guy. You know that.
Oh, was he? I didn't know
Sam
that.
Breakstone was the time to make the donuts.
Oh, that guy?
Same guy.
Wait, maybe it's
Not
Breakstone.
thick enough. Oh, that was the sour cream.
But yeah, oh god, I love.
Anyway,
but yes, you
claim jumper.
Yes.
I remember when I went, we got I was like, oh, chocolate cake. Did you got my text or my message?
We saw it. We didn't get it, but we saw it.
Is it still like 6.5 feet tall?
Since we didn't order, I didn't see it, but Anthony's had it recently. And he said, like, it's a good, like, 2 or 3 people. The calorie count is over 3,000.
Yeah. I think
That's for one sitting.
My friend and I like split that.
Yeah.
But,
you have to.
Yeah, I don't think we finished it. I think I took it home on the plane.
I had a meatloaf sandwich that was bigger than my head.
I respect
and
a
out
good
of that
meatloaf
world.
sandwich.
I love meatloaf. You know what makes me meatloaf?
Me.
My mother.
You never had my meatloaf.
No, but I've had my mother's meatloaf many times.
We should have a meatloaf off.
It's my mother. She's going to win.
Well, you never had mine. I put a little brick of mozzarella in the middle.
Oh, no, we don't mess with that.
Then I put I make the glaze.
Just go
I make
straight.
my own glaze that goes over it. My wife, when she makes meatloaf, she uses the French onion soup mix. The French onion soup mix.
Oh, yeah.
And I hate that. She's
don't
like,
know
"Oh,
if
you
I
want meatloaf?" And I'm like, "No."
I don't know if I can do cheese in my meatloaf.
You know who told me that? Who taught me that?
Who?
JoJo.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, our friend's mother.
Yeah.
I went over there one night. I think when we had the apartment, and she cut open some meatloaf, and I saw this white ooziness, and I'm like, "What is
There's a
that?"
tumor in the meatloaf.
I'm like, she's like, "Oh, it's mozzarella." Mozzarella. She didn't say mozzarella, but yeah.
No, Claim Jumper was good. We ate, which out there is not a wholesale location, but BJ's.
In a restaurant?
Food. Yeah.
Okay.
That had good food. And then we ate at. I apologize if I get it wrong. Just say it. I'll cut it out.
Didn't you go to In-N-Out?
Okay, I'll get to that.
Or was it not Bob's Big Boy? No, it was In-N-Out.
Sir, it's a Bob Big Boy. He's been around for a long time at competitive prices.
He's never really left.
I was trying to get to that.
Johnson.
I went to In-N-Out. Yes, we did go to In-N-Out. I did not. Now that was I think that was Tuesday. Yeah, that was Tuesday. The line, and this was in noon. The line was out. I'm talking about the drive-through.
Yeah.
Was out the property. It was insane.
Was it outdoors? Was there an outdoor?
Well, there's an outdoor seating area, but you can go inside.
Because I remember when I went to LA in, I think it was 99.
No, wait.
Yes, no.
Yes, yeah, no.
1999.
I'm sorry. Yes.
I also, my first meal was at an In-N-Out.
I like In-N-Out.
I sadly don't remember it though.
It's simple. Don't get me wrong. It's not going to change your life, but it's really good. I would almost compare it to All American. Almost.
Okay.
But they also have that.
I'm not a fan of All American.
Really? Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
Fine.
I'm kind of shocked.
Okay. And I'll tell you
All
why.
right. We're going off script, people. I love it. So we go to In-N-Out. They have that what do they call it? The secret menu.
Yeah,
Which
I know they have something like a double, and then they have
that's
like
the regular menu.
Sav
Animal style.
animal style.
And I think it means it gets, I don't know,
It's like everything.
reared or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, so we did went In-N-Out, and then we went to, and I apologize, we went Monday night during Monday Night Football.
Apologize.
Because I didn't realize the Rams were playing, so this place was packed.
Oh, that game was insane.
I heard.
Over 100 points.
Yeah, well, I was at Raw, so. I want to say it was Morrison's. I apologize if I get that wrong. It was voted the number 7 restaurant, burger joint in the country.
Oh, yeah, I remember you checking.
Yes. I mean, everything was covered in bacon jam. Which is
what?
Oh, so good. The burger, the fries. I'm pretty sure my sundae had some bacon jam on it.
I love anything that has bacon in it.
So that was it. And then we hung out. We did some live streaming with the Retro Gamers. We recorded finally in person. And then we went to, besides the wrestling shows, we went to all like the retro video game stores. If you listen to the Retro Gamers, Anthony talks about the stores he goes to out in LA, Game Dude, Game Realm, stuff like that. So
my elbow keeps hitting his chair. It's driving me up a wall.
So we did a lot of that. I picked up some retro games as well, which is pretty cool. And one of the funnier parts, I crashed at Anthony's the entire time, which is good. So he was gracious enough. He slept on his couch. He gave me the bed, which I appreciate.
Oh,
did not have
fuck
to.
that shit.
So
I'm telling you right now, if I lived in LA and you came to visit, I would make sure I had a pull-out couch for you. Fuck that shit.
So
Anthony, I tip my fucking hat to you because no. Sorry, I would maybe at most I would go and buy an army cot.
The first night, I wish I could sleep on
that shit.
The first night,
you're a better person than me.
Sleep. I'm tired. I'm still got the jet lag. I'm still on New York. Actually, New York time I would have been up, but I was just tired. All of a sudden, I just hear like
earthquake.
No. I just hear these heavy like these steps. I'm like, what the hell is that? It was his cat, who was a little large, but his cat. Like you hear him walking around, and then I hear him. I hear the cat. He doesn't jump on the bed. You hear him climbing the side of the bed, which doesn't bother me. I don't care.
Like what? He's like scaling it like Sylvester Stallone in Cliffhanger.
Yeah. And then I saw him. I kind of peeked up, and I saw him. He was walking around the bed and started coming up like to my face.
Sup? You're not Anthony.
Hey, no, but that's what happened. So I opened my eyes. I'm like,
what the fuck?
No. I'm like, hey, how you doing? And the cat's like, you're not Anthony. And just I turned around and walked away.
This is what a dog would be like. Oh my God! What'd you do with my master? Who are you? And the cat be like, "You're not Anthony." Oh well, I'm gonna be over here licking myself. See you later. One leg straight up in the air. Fucking weird. Cats creep me out. No offense. I know you have a cat, Anthony, and I know you have cats. Cats are fucking creepy.
Listen, it took a long time to get a cat. This is Samson's only the second cat we had in the house. Jericho was the first one. But if you saw the woman who dropped off Samson, you would have about 5 cats in your house right now.
No. I'm sorry. No pussy's worth that pussy.
Really?
See what I did there?
So that was basically it. Beyond that, finally, now this I recommend. There's in California. I know there's one in Houston. There's one in Florida. We visited in California is the Space Shuttle Endeavor.
Yes,
they have it docked there. That you walk in that room, that hangar, and you see the Endeavor.
Is there one in New York?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, there's one on the Intrepid. I keep forgetting about that one. Well, that would be 4 because 2 of them we don't have anymore. There was 6 in total.
Jesus, Larry,
it's true.
We gotta bring that up.
It's true.
Do you know that the second one that exploded was at Columbia?
Yeah, on the way in.
Moved into my apartment that day with Anthony.
Really? That was the day? Really?
Yeah. No, I saw it in the sky. I saw we were looking. We saw the yeah, I'd buy a cat off of her. Holy crap. Jesus, never mind. Meow.
Did you really?
We saw it in the sky. We were like, what the hell is up there? Because you saw like
really?
sparkle. I remember seeing it. I'm like, what the hell is that? And then like a minute later, we heard,
Yeah. No, that sucks. But it was just because I love space. I'm not saying space sucks, right? I just love the idea of space. I don't know why. It's
the final frontier.
It really is. And I know we're not the only ones, that are floating around in this vast void.
We'd be stupid to think we are.
I think so. I think it's silly people think there's no such thing as aliens.
I think Asians are actually aliens.
Well, there you go. Listen to the yin and the yang.
I think they're really good in math. The technology is amazing. They all have like the same haircut.
Made in Japan. No wonder why this thing doesn't work. What are you talking about, Doc? Everything's made in Japan. I'll tell you about it in a second. So yeah, anyway, you walk in.
Pretty heavy.
Heavy. Is there something wrong with the Earth's gravitational pull?
Marty, there's that word again. Heavy.
I watched Back to the Future on the way to and from LA.
Love that movie.
So you walk in. It's just amazing to see. You can't go in it, but it's just wonderful to see, awe-inspiring. You will look around. They have there's only 134 only. But there's only 134 space missions until certain somebody put the kibosh on the space program. So they have all 134 like little plaques, representing each thing.
Yeah.
Of course, you have the memory for the Challenger, the memory for the Columbia. And then you go into another spot, which is more like a typical, like when you walk through like a museum or an exhibit like that, you see different things. When you first walk in, there's a video playing. It's all in one video. It's like if it was on the TV, 134 different boxes, all at the same time, every shuttle launch.
Oh, cool.
All at once, including the Challenger.
So all the launches launching at the same time?
You know, you see them getting ready, you know.
Oh, wow, that's
and
cool.
They all take
that's
off.
cool.
It's cool, and then like you read the plaque, and the plaque even says, you know, due to, you know, we honor, you know, the Challenger, those we lost, again, on the takeoff. So, you know, in honor of that, and also, you know, like it's like NASA has almost like this, not a motto, but like a credo saying, look, you know, when something like that happens, the Challenger or the Columbia, it's like, it's terrible that it happened, but we learn from that, you know, unfortunately. But, you know, you learn, I forgot, there was a quote. Someone had a quote. I forgot what it was, but it was something along the lines of like, sometimes you got to lose to win. Not like that.
If first you don't succeed, try again.
So anyway, and it's almost, it's kind of a little bit morbid, but, you know, sometimes that gets our curiosity. You're almost trying to figure out which one, because they all look the same.
Yeah.
Until, you know.
Yeah.
So you move on, and they have other stuff. I was taking pictures of all these capsules until I realized one of them was a toilet, which was interesting because then there was like a whole like 5-minute video telling like how they pee and poop in space. And I'm talking there is a difference between the men and the women. Like the guys just pretty much just stick it in a hose, but they're like, don't get it in the hole or else you're going to be stuck through it or something like that. Women,
ouch,
and I'm not even joking. Women, you know who was narrating it or like in it? Remember the episode of Big Bang Theory when Wolowitz was? I don't think he wasn't in space yet. He was getting ready to go into space, and the guy would call him, you know, Fruit Loops and everything like that.
Yeah.
That guy, like he's an actual astronaut.
Okay,
so he was narrating it. And for women, when they have to pee on the space station, they have what looks like a little mini oxygen mask that they have to suction, but they have 3 different types for 3 different models. So I guess you're small, you're medium, and you're meaty. So, but it was just wild. And then the poop bag. First of all, you can't flush any material. The only stuff that goes down is solid waste. So you wipe and you put it in a little trash bag next to you that you take with you and I guess jettison into space. I don't know. But with the poop bag, there's a spot for your fingers so you can kind of get in there and clean properly.
Okay.
I'm like, I got to move on. This is getting weird. But it's biology. You know, we all poop. Everybody poops.
I don't.
Especially in space. So that was weird. And then the final thing, and then we're going to move on. I promise I said that 5 times already.
That's right. It's only 55 minutes in.
We're talking a lot about LA. They had to get the spaceship somehow to the Space Center. So what they did was they floated it in. No, well, one they flew. That one is the one that flew when it was piggybacked on the plane.
Right.
Was the Endeavor. Also at the space station, the Space Center, is the only remaining fuel rocket, like those orange rockets.
Yeah, the ones that detach.
Yeah. So they only have one left. It's there. This thing is huge. It's amazing. Both of them. That one was on a barge from St. Louis, and they went down through the Panama Canal to go back around to L.A. Then they had to drive it through the streets.
Put it on a flatbed?
They had to drive it through the streets of Los Angeles at that point. The space shuttle and this rocket fuel thing, both at different times. The entire city shut down. Anthony remembers one of them. I think he was around for one of them. The whole city shuts down. They mapped this thing out where they're towing the space shuttle through the streets of L.A. They're trimming trees. They're moving light posts. And I'm not even joking.
Within inches.
Half an inch, the wing from a building, from a home, as they're slowly turning. Because
imagine like opening up your window and there's a fucking wing in front. Whoa, I wasn't there yesterday, honey.
And this thing that it's on moves like half a mile an hour. It was amazing.
Yeah, no, I remember when they did that. Yeah. I remember them being on TV, but I didn't realize how close it was.
Oh, it was crazy.
So you had a good trip.
And then that was it. I go home. Not much there happening with that.
You had a bad flight home.
Some lady, when the doors closed on the plane, that's when a lady said, my husband's not on the plane.
Oh.
She's running up with her kid who's crying. She's like, I don't know where my husband is. like they've called the flights like 5 times. If
Maybe
you don't know
he
where
was
your
taking
husband
a
is,
shit, so
so
sometimes you got to go.
That was California. That was a fun time, and I can't wait to go back when they open up Nintendo Land.
Do you really need to go to see that?
Absolutely. What? It's gonna be Universal.
Larry, come on.
They're gonna have actual Mario carts you can drive.
All right, I'm in.
All right, cool.
Anyway, so one thing that's not on here is before we get into our next topic was remember I had a bevy of Ranger games that I was going to. Yes, I went to the first one with my buddy. You know, I spoke about that.
Did they win that one?
They won that
one.
one.
All right, cool.
And then the following week I was supposed to go to the meet and greet to meet one of the
yeah.
That didn't happen.
Oh, wait, was that the night of the storm?
No, that was a Sunday.
Okay.
Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. I'll explain that why that's also. So that was a Sunday. I woke up that morning, and the guy who I was supposed to go with, I texted him. He's a policeman, and he's like, "I just did a double. It's not happening." So he goes, I worked 18 hours. I'm going to sleep. I'm literally on my way home. I'm going to sleep. And
fair enough.
If you want the tickets, I could probably transfer them to you. And I'm like, nah, you know what? Don't worry about it. You know, it's not a big deal. At that late time, I wouldn't have been able to get someone to go with me anyway. So I was like, all right, no big deal. Not the end of the world. So, but the following week, I have the tickets that I'm going to take my daughter to.
Yeah,
her first Ranger game.
Cool. That's cool.
Now she has been dying to go to a Ranger game. You know, daddy's little girl. You know, and she made a giant oak tag thing. My first Ranger game.
Oh, that's
and everything. Awesome. My buddy calls me morning of. He goes, "We have a slight problem." I go, okay. He goes, "The tickets you have are no good." I go, "Oh no, excuse me." He goes, "I go."
As your daughter's staring at you.
No.
My dad's the best.
My dad, you know, like apple of her eye, you know. And he goes, no, I'm sorry. This is the night before. He goes, "The tickets are no good for tomorrow." I go. Thank God I called him because I had to ask him about something else. And he's like, "Oh, I'm glad you called me." So I'm like, he goes, "But don't worry about it. I got you other tickets." I'm like, and they're in a better section.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, okay. I go, "Why are they not good?" He goes, "Well, the guy I got them off of, I made him go buy 2 more tickets for you. He made it." So I'm like, what? He goes, "Because idiot that he is, he gave me the tickets, and then forgot to take them off StubHub. So somebody bought them."
Oh God!
So somebody bought them.
Yes.
So the hard copy tickets I had were no good. So he goes,
I've actually seen that happen. Like people arrive, and other people arrive. Yeah.
Like, you know. So he goes, "All right, I'll send you the email, and you know, you could print up the tickets." So fine. They were actually a better section, equivalent section.
Okay.
200, like 6 rows closer. So I was like, all right, whatever, no problem. Printed them up, no problem. That was a slight, you know. I was like, my heart went, what? So we get there. She gets out of school Monday, and I'm like, you better finish your homework, or we're not going. You know, kids are stupid. So she flies through her homework. We hop on a train. We get there. Now I'm telling her, she's like, oh my God. She's like, you know, you've been to sporting events and stuff. Everyone on the train is wearing, you know.
Oh yeah.
You know. Whatever, the Met game, Yankee game, whatever. So she's like, "Oh, there's somebody else with a Ranger." Oh, there's I'm like, "Yeah, Juliana, the whole train's going to be filled with these people." So she's like, and then she's testing me. She's like, "Who's number 36? Who's number 20?" I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, "You're really going there?" Now she's got this
hockey?
stupid rolled up oak tag.
Okay.
She's got her iPod Touch because she wants to take pictures.
Aww.
And she's got, my daughter can't go anywhere without like a bag of things. Like, she has a little, like, satchel that she keeps her diary in. And she's right. I went to the Ranger game. And I'm like, what you got there? And she's like, "Don't, it's my diary." I'm like, whatever. So we get there. We get on the train. We get there. And, like, you know, I always get nervous with my kids in the city. You know,
understandable.
So, but we weren't really leaving Penn Station. We
go straight upstairs. I love it.
We get there. We find the seats. Of course, she's like, ooh. She's like the...
Where'd you sit?
Section 213.
Oh, okay. Not bad.
So she goes, she sees the store, the Ranger store. She's like, "Ooh, Ranger store."
My mother does the same thing when I bring her to an Island game.
Well, so anyway, so we go, and she's looking at all. We're looking at all. Let's go. I go. Let's go find the seats first, and then we were early. We had a good 45 minutes because I did that on purpose because maybe depending where well we can go down to the glass and she can maybe get a puck. So So we get there. She's looking and all. We're looking. I'm like, all right. We find the seats, no problem. Pretty decent seats. And we go back out. I'm like, all right, what do you want to eat? I go, listen. I go, I know it's a special occasion. I said, but you're not filling up on junk food. I go, you have some food.
Too,
You have some food. You know, whatever. If you want some, you know, you whatever. She's like, well, as we said, this guy walks by us with cotton candy with a New York Rangers Santa Claus hat. She's like, "Oh, Daddy, please, please, please," and I'm like, cotton candy. I just know cotton candy's a sticky goddamn mess, you know. So she goes, I go, how much? She goes, $13. I'm like, you know what?
Sounds like a
for
deal.
an embroidered Santa Claus hat.
That's right. Yeah.
It was a pretty decent hat. I'm like, $13 is not bad. I would pay $13 just for the hat.
Yeah, right.
You know. So I'm like, fine. I get her that. She's all excited, and she gets a hot dog. I get a pretzel. We get what?
That's the same thing me and my dad do at every game. He gets a pretzel, I get a hot dog.
And we got, you know, some sodas, and then she sees, churro. They sell churro. So
I don't do that.
We get a couple of churros, you know. All right, we sit back down, we eat, and now my hands are full. Okay, now I sat down. We got the seat first. I made her leave the oak tag there. So, you know, it was just, you know, because no one's going to steal that, you know. And I come back, and the usher is there now. Okay. We got there before, and he's like, I need your tickets. Now my hands are full. I go, all right. I go, that's my stuff right there.
Can I ask you a quick question? Because I want to envision this. Is MSG like the Barclays and what Nassau is going to be, where it's a ticketless situation, where they'll only take the mobile ticket?
No, believe it or not, I saw on the piece of paper says this. They said it must be printed, no mobile tickets. Okay. But there was a guy showing. Later in the evening there was. I'll explain this. There was so I go, all right, let me put my stuff down so I could get the ticket out of my pocket. And he goes, well, no, I got to see the ticket first. I go, okay, hold all my food. He goes, well, I can't. I go, then let me put my stuff down because that's my oak tag right there. I go, the usher, and I'll explain to you why he was an asshole. Okay. So
was he wearing a green shirt?
No. Okay. So and he was like, well,
you freaked him out.
These are the rules. These are the rules. And I'm like, dude, I'm like, give me a break. I go, I mean, and my daughter's looking at me like, oh, we're not going to be able to sit down. So I go, Juliana, sit down. I go, sit down right there, you know. So he goes, the young lady, I go, dude, I go, don't talk to her. I literally, she sits down, I hand her the little, you know, cardboard box. Yeah. I take the paper and he goes, okay, those are your seats. I go, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I go like that to him, right?
The man is doing his job.
I get he's doing his job, but like, give me a break. The place is empty, okay? So whatever, we go on, and then you know, she's they have. I take a picture of her with the, you know, the jumbotron behind her, and with her holding up her oak tag. And then as I take the picture, I see on the jumbotron it says if you text certain like if you tweet hashtag whatever Delta NYR, you know, we can put you on they'll put you on. So I put and I attach a picture, you know, so other people start filing in. And she's like, oh my God, this Lundquist. She's like all excited. She's taking pictures, you know.
Oh, cool.
You know, and now we were seats 3 and 4. So 1 and 2 were the aisle seat. One was the aisle seat. So there was nobody there. Of course, some giant person sits right in front of her, so she can't see. And I'm like, all right, Jules. I go, either one thing. Either you switch with me, I go, or you sit on your knees. Yeah. You know, sit on your knees. There was a man behind her who he could obviously see over her head. So she's like, all right, I'll sit on my knees. Then now halfway through the first period, the first seat and 2 seats are empty. So I go, Jules, go sit over there. Sit at the end, the aisle, so you could see right down to the ice.
Which game was this?
Rangers Dallas.
What day?
November 19th.
Okay.
So she goes, oh, okay. So we do that, and then towards the end of the first period, those people come. Mm-hmm. So the usher goes, usher goes, oh, he goes, hey, that's not her seat. I go, dude, take a fucking chill pill, man. I'm like, relax, bro. You know, so she comes, she sits back next to me, and these 2 nice, young, pretty hot-looking girls
fair enough.
Are sitting in 1 and 2. And they're like, oh, no big deal. And before this, during the first period, she sees herself on the jumbotron. Yes. And she loses it. She's like, oh my God, I can't wait to tell everybody it's cool.
I'm going to tell you, download, I'm going to send you an app.
Okay.
It's called 15SOF, Seconds of Fame. You can actually, I think you can still do it. You can look up and find the videos when you're on the jumbotron, and you can save them to your phone.
Oh, that was great. Yeah, we'll
do
that after.
Yeah.
So she's holding up the oak tag, and she's trying to get, because the camera crews are around, she's trying to get a T-shirt. She's really into it, and she goes to my daughter just turns to the hot blonde next to her. She goes, I was on the Jumbotron. It's like, oh my God, are you serious? And she's like, we've been behind it 30 years. We've been waiting 30 years, and I'm like, there's no way these girls are 30 years old in my head, So it's like, you're so lucky. You have such a good dad, and I'm like, yeah, I know, yeah, and then of course, end of the first period comes, and she's like, can I get ice cream in the helmet? I'm like, sure, we'll do that after the next period. My mistake. We should have split up our things because we didn't have time during the second to third intermission to get everything done that we wanted to do. So she then I missed it. So I text my wife. I missed. She was on the Jumbotron. I didn't get a picture of it. But then later on, they put it on again, and it was on there for a while. And I screenshotted it, but it was a little bit blurry. But it says it says my my Twitter handle with her face, because it says Frank Mess. So I'm like, so she takes pictures of it again. And she's like, I was on the Jumbotron twice. And she was losing her mind. Got her it was of course my daughter. She doesn't miss a beat. She's like, all youth apparel 30% off in the Ranger store if you use your Chase card. So I'm like, and she's like, Daddy, and I'm like, what? She's like, all youth apparel off, and my daughter's gonna turn into as a teenager, I call it the Ugg boot posse.
Ugh.
You know what the Ugg boot posse is, right? Ugg boots, yoga pants or leggings, and a hoodie.
Yep.
That's going to be my daughter. I could, because all she wears right now is her fake Ugg boots, and she wears she doesn't wear jeans at all. I don't never seen my daughter in jeans at all. So I know again. So she goes, I want a hoodie. So I'm like, all right. So I'm looking at the hoodies, and we go. This is now the second to third intermission. Okay, the second intermission. So we go down to the store, and we're getting there. I'm like, all right, I want to get back inside. I know she wants ice cream, and I want ice cream too. So, so she. Meanwhile, before that, she spills the soda on the floor, so my feet are soaking wet. My feet are like this. It's all everything.
Kids,
sticks.
you always had to get past that one time. Every time.
So
actually, some jerk spilt their drink on my chair during one of the shows, but didn't even tell me about it.
And so you sat down.
I sat down. It was on the back. And then when I got up during one of the things, I turned around, I'm like, why is this chair wet?
People suck.
So
we go, and then she's like, I want a puck. I'm like, why? I just bought, the hoodie was like $60, and I got 30% off. So I got it for $40. But I said, you know what? This is gonna be a Christmas present. This is gonna be one of your Christmas presents. Like, no. She's like, all right, no problem. She's like, I want a puck. She's like, I brought my own money. I want a puck. I'm like, all right, fine. She's like, okay. So. She's a junior ranger. She's got a junior ranger card. So if you
awesome.
if you could, it's 10% off. So she's
cool.
like, it was $8.
Yeah.
So it came out to like
the logo ones.
Yeah. Well, it had Henrik,
like that one, like that Islander one. Past the
but
Nintendo
it had
card?
Rangers on one side, and the other side had Henrik Lundqvist, Ranger since 2000.
I gotcha.
With his face, and and so she really likes her. So I'm like, all right, fine. It's $8. So she had her card, and it was 10% off. So I'm online, and the guy next to me goes, hold on. He goes, I'm a season ticket holder. He goes, I get you 25% off.
Oh, very nice.
So it came out to like $6, whatever. So I guess 10% off would have been
Yeah,
80
it's
cents.
her money, so,
whatever.
yeah.
So I give the girl a 5 and a single.
Okay, so
now we got to get back because I hear the. I'm like, oh, Jules, we got to go. We got like 5 minutes before I look at the clock. I could see it. And I'm like, it's like 5 minutes left in the intermission. So. I walk out and I forget the change. I walk out because I don't have change. $5. She goes, sir. The girl goes, your change. So I just grab it and I go, and then I leave the store and I go, wait a minute. I gave her exact change. I gave her $6. So I look and it says on the receipt, I gave her $10.
Oh.
I gave her a 5. I go, Juliana, how much money did you have? Because it was her money.
Yeah.
She goes, I had $12, and I go, what do you have in your wallet right now? She's like, I have $6. I have $6. I go, okay, here's $4 more. She hands me, so she got the buck for $2. The girl gave me change of a 10.
Oh, so stupid.
So she, her register was $4 short.
There you go. Right out of her pocket.
And we get back, and of course we go to get ice cream, and the line is like huge. I go, Jules, we're not getting ice cream. I go, she's like, what do you mean? I go, look at this line. I go, by the time I get the game's gonna be over. I go. So she's like, oh, I really wanted a helmet. I'm like, all right, maybe I'll get you a helmet. I'll buy you a helmet after the game. The little, little ice cream helmet. I'm sure the woman might have just given it to me.
What is it, like a goalie mask? Or?
It's a goalie mask.
Oh, okay,
you have the baseball. They have
no,
the
that's
helmet.
what I'm trying to
It's a goalie mask.
Okay.
So instead we get so then the popcorn guy comes down while we're sitting. She's like, I want popcorn. I go, whoa. I go, you had a hot dog, you had a churro, you had soda, which you're not allowed to drink anyway. I go, and you might be. I said, we're not getting. She's like, I'm like, you know what? I said, look, we won't get ice cream. You get popcorn instead. And she gives me this look like, really? I'm like, Juliana, I go, this is a lot of crap for you. I go, you got school tomorrow. I go, you're not going to be wired, you know? So.
In the back of your head, did you really want popcorn?
No, I really want an ice cream. Because I hate popcorn. I like,
really?
I like kettle corn. Well, I love kettle corn.
Kettle corn's disgusting.
No, it's not. Stop it.
Please.
I like popcorn, but like when I'm at a movie.
Okay.
You know, so she gets the popcorn and she's like, I'm like, all right, enough. I'm like, so now, mind you, I wouldn't let her eat all the cotton candy because I'm like, there's those three big balls of cotton candy in that plastic bag. I'm like, you're getting running around. She literally ate one ball of cotton candy, one churro, okay, and now she's scoffing down half. I go, that's it, no more popcorn. Like there's like 6 minutes left of the game. I start looking at the train schedule. Okay, it's like 9:16.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like whatever it is, and I'm like, okay, it's like whatever. It's like 9:15. The train leaves at 9:39. Okay.
Oh, I see.
And then the next train leaving Penn Station is 10:08.
Okay.
Rangers win. Game ends. Now I'm holding. She has her bag around her shoulder, like a shoulder bag. She wants to keep the oak tag.
Okay.
Because, it's sentimental.
Yeah,
okay, fine. I get it. Half a box of popcorn, half a bag of cotton candy, plus the giveaway was she had a two for the kids. The junior rangers got free goalie masks. Like, remember the old Halloween masks that you used to get?
Oh yeah.
It was cardboard with the string around it, and two bracelets. So like one for her and her brother. So you got it. So I'm carrying all that and holding her hand, and she had a ranger scarf on. Yeah. So we get down to the stairwell. We leave the seats. I'm like, crap. We might just make the 9:39.
Like that main stairwell when you go through the main doors.
When you go through the when you leave the thing and you go down, the escalators that aren't on.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
We just hit the escalator. She goes, my scarf.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, your mother's gonna kill you. So she turns around to go back, and the scarf is attached to her hair. So it's literally. I'm like, she goes, ow. I got your scarf. Now I'm carrying all this other crap. I kind of do a knot on the scarf around my wrist, so it's not going anywhere. She's holding on to me, and I get behind the woman on the escalator who is apparently disabled and should be taking an elevator. And her daughter is in front of her. There's nobody in front of us. And it's like, at least move to the side so people could pass you. And she's taking one step at a time. Okay? And the woman in front of her, who apparently is her daughter, going every like 6 steps, stops, turns around and looks at her and goes, you okay, Ma? You okay, Ma? I'm like, yeah, Ma, you okay? And I'm like, I'm looking, and it's like 9:32, 9:33. We finally get out. Like, we get to the bottom. I like push past the daughter. I'm like, I hate you, And funny thing, on the way to the game, we're going up to our seats. I look behind me, and there's a big, giant, fat man with an Islanders shirt on. Now they were playing Islanders.
I was not at the game.
They were playing Islanders 2 days later at Barclays.
No, they played the night of the snowstorm. They played the Rangers at the Garden.
Right. This is right. I'm sorry. This is the right. No, right. This is when they played the Rangers at the Garden when the Rangers beat them.
Yes.
That was Wednesday, the 21st, and he's at the Dallas game. I go, just like I was being nice. I'm like, they play Wednesday against the Islanders. He's like, yeah, I'm just going to a game. Is that a problem? I go, dude, relax. I was like, I was just chatting with you. He's like, I just like hockey. I go, hey, more power to you, man.
College jersey.
I go, more power to you, bro. I was like, look, when I went to Toronto, I went to a game and I wore my Rangers jersey. Nobody said shit to me. I would have. Well, you would have. Toronto's it's the hockey capital. That's where the Hockey Hall of Fame is. You know how many jerseys of different cities that I saw when I was in Toronto? That's a common thing. So you're wrong there.
Were the Rangers on the ice?
That's a common thing, Larry. Okay, you can go in Toronto. You go and look in the stands in Toronto. There's teams. There's jerseys from every team.
I should be in Toronto in August. I'll let you know.
Let me ask you a question. Henrik Lundqvist is Sweden. He's Swedish.
Okay.
He has a huge following. They come wearing a Swedish jersey.
Perfectly fine.
But they're not. They're
That's
not.
not an
They're not the
NHL
team on the.
team.
They're not the team
not
on the
an
ice.
NHL team.
You're a dick.
It's not an
You're
NHL
a dick.
team.
You drive
It
me,
makes no sense.
You are a fucking idiot. You drive me nuts. No.
They're not on the ice.
It doesn't mean shit. You could be a fan of the game.
Then wear either a
No.
college
Why?
jersey. Because it just doesn't make sense to
You
show
have
up
issues.
to a game.
You really have issues.
I'm just
green
saying.
shirt guy, people wearing jerseys to you're insane. You're absolutely insane. Just for that, I swear to God, the next time, anytime I'm at a sporting event, I'm going to wear 4 different. I'm going to wear a Boston Red Sox hat. I'm going to wear a Mets shirt and a Ranger jersey over it, just to annoy the shit out of you.
Well, that's just silly because then you're wearing 3 different.
I'm gonna do, and I'll buy something from football, and I will even get something soccer, and I will put soccer shorts on or something. Anyway, so we get down to the main platform to the Long Island Railroad.
Yes,
it's 9:37. So the kid next to me, he's looking at his app.
Okay,
he's looking at his app, and he's like, he goes, I'm like, I go to Julian, I go, yeah, we're not making this train. I go, because it's a wall. Mm-hmm. It's a wall of people. Okay, 200 people trying to get down 2 escalators, you know?
Yeah, no,
so, because one escalator is going up and the other one is closed off for construction. So, so he goes, you trying to catch the 939? The kid goes, he goes, track 20. He goes, I'm trying to get on that same train. I go, we're going to Wanta. He's like, I'm going to Belmore. I'm like, okay. I go, well, I said, good luck, because we get to the bottom of the thing and it's opening. It opens up. It opens up. So I go, Jules, you're a commuter. Let's go. And I grab, and she's like, what? And she's running. She thinks it's hysterical. And all I'm thinking is, I do not want to spend another half an hour in Penn Station because she's got school tomorrow. So it's either her being home at 10:30 or 11:05. And I'm like, so we literally, like, and I see the kid who I was just talking to, the young college kid, run past me. I'm like, dude, I go, you better hold that goddamn door. He's like, no problem, bro, no problem. So we run down, I'm watching because I don't commute, so I don't even know where track 20 is.
It's crazy when they just bolt.
Well, I'm looking, I see 16, 17, 18. I'm like, all right, well, track 20 is there. So I get to the end of the wall, and track 19 is the last track. And then 20, 21 is a little staircase over here. So I'm like, I see him, he bolts, and I go, Juliana, follow that guy. So I'm holding on to her, and it's almost to the point where she's like, her feet are in the air, and I'm just dragging her, like a cartoon. We get down the stairs. She's like, we get down the stairs, and the dude, God bless this little kid, man, this college kid, he's got there, and his foot is on the door, and I'm like, we get in, and there are no seats.
Oh,
none.
Yeah.
None.
You're standing.
Yeah, so we stand, and a couple of stops. By the time we get to Jamaica, a couple of seats open up. Okay. So we sit down, and my daughter then goes like this to me. She's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm like, you gotta be fuck. I go, Juliana, can you hold it? And she's like, her legs are shaking. I go, she goes, I don't think so. I go, Jules, you do not want to go to the bathroom on these trains.
Been there,
so
done that.
We're in a car that there is a bathroom, but
is it the new cars or the old cars?
I have no idea. because I don't take the train off.
Was it all blue seats?
Yeah.
Okay, those are new cars.
Okay, so I could see the bathroom from where we're sitting, So I'm like, all right. I go, well, Jules, that's the bathroom right there. Now she's old enough to go to the bathroom by herself, but I don't want her to go.
It is a man.
But here's the thing: if I get up, we're losing our seats.
Yeah.
So I got to put.
Where's your college buddy?
He was gone. He sat somewhere else. So I go, all right, Juliana. I go, look, I'm going to walk you. I left all of our stuff on the seats. I go, I'll walk you to the bathroom, and I'll stand. And I'm going to stand in the aisle so that way I'm like, oh, that's my seat. And I'll tell people my daughter's in the bathroom. You're not sitting there.
Yeah.
Plus there's stuff on it, so I don't think anyone would anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
I know, but so she opens up the bathroom door. She goes, no. She goes like this. She's like, and I look and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. It looked like somebody, looked like a bomb hit.
I remember one time I was coming home from the city. I had to shit so badly. I walked in.
I would rather shit my pants.
Whatever you saw, think 5 times worse. I don't even know what you saw.
Yeah, it was bad.
5 times. And I
look,
I stood there.
All I had to look is the horror on my daughter's face.
I'm telling you. And there was like maybe 3 squares of toilet paper left. And it was either go or no go.
No.
And I had to make a choice. Either I didn't have enough to wipe down the seat and then myself. So I just, thank God I was drunk because I just cheeks the seat. And I just grinned and bared it.
Anyway, so also, by the way, I was off the next day because this is the first time in 15 years I got Thanksgiving week off of work.
Oh, cool.
So that was exciting. So I've been on vacation, so I'm still on vacation.
I can see the glow in your eyes.
Yeah, well, first day of vacation, I got sick. because the previous Thursday was that freak snowstorm we had.
Yes, which prevented me from going to the Islander Ranger game, and I was so
right.
pissed.
That was the day. That was the day you texted me. When you texted me at 6:30 at night, I was still delivering mail in that storm.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I texted you before I got out of the building. So, because I don't really see the outside.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'll ask Frank. And then as soon as I walked outside, I was like, oh, shit, how do I retract this?
Yeah, because it was. I
was actually praying that you'd be like, I can't, sorry.
No, I was like, are you?
I
think I wrote, are you fucking kidding me? I was like,
I can't see 5 feet in front of me.
I couldn't see 5 feet in front of me, and I still had 3 streets of mail to deliver.
I had no idea.
And I was soaked. I was soaked. Anyway, so we get on. She was like, I can hold it. I'm like, I know my daughter. I know she's full of crap, literally and figuratively.
You beat me to it.
So, we sit down, and now there is, the seats that face each other? Like, there's 3 and 3 that face. Across from me, there is a guy. He's a broker or a banker or some suit asshole, young. He looked like a young
Gordon Gekko,
John Bender from Breakfast Club, but like,
like Gordon Gekko,
whatever. But he's a young, up and comer, so to speak. So
all right, cool.
He's got his little loose tie on, and
this is his tie.
No, I don't know. This is his conversation. Yeah, and I said to her, that there's no fucking way I'm going to fucking do this, and I'm just looking at him. And look, my daughter's no slouch to the curse word. She won't repeat him, but she's looking at me.
Your house, forget about it.
She's going, that guy's cursing a lot. I go, yeah, I know. I'm getting a little pissed off by it. So
I'm getting fucking pissed off.
So I looked at it and he's like, now first of all, it's like 10 o'clock at night. No one wants to hear your fucking phone call.
Oh, he was on the phone.
Oh, he was on the phone.
Oh, yeah, he's talking to someone else.
No, he was talking. He was like he had his earbuds in.
There you go.
He had his earbuds in, so he can hear his side of the conversation.
Yep.
But he's also now speaking a little bit louder.
Yep. That's almost as worse as an Nextel.
Yeah,
walkie-talkie.
Yeah. So finally, after like the 16th F-bomb, I just shoot him a look, and I shoot him a look. He catches eye contact with me, and I kind of like tilt my head towards my daughter, and I look at him again, and I kind of just go, I make like
a De Niro.
I gave him a smirk, and he just like, and I'm just like, I said to myself, I go, one more F-bomb, and I'm going to actually say something,
I get it.
So I get it, but no one wants to hear this fucking guy's phone call.
Yeah.
So about, I don't know, it was like maybe another minute and a half. He got off, the F-bomb stopped, but he got off the phone. And then when I looked up again, he was actually gone.
Okay.
So he probably got off. I didn't notice, whatever. So that was,
wild time of the game.
Yeah. So, but the snowstorm, that fucking pissed me off.
That came out of nowhere.
Well, I got pissed.
Well,
because,
not out of nowhere. I think it was worse than
I know. I mean, no one expected it to snow like that because it originally said we were just going to get a little coating.
Yeah, exactly.
And now my boss decided to delay some of the mail the day before because he didn't want anyone to have overtime. So now we had a ton of mail on Thursday.
Had a whole lot of overtime.
Yeah. So So now it's like it's about 6 o'clock. This is the Thursday before. I got like 5 streets left, and no, I'm sorry. At about 4 o'clock, I had 5 streets left, and it gets dark at 4:30, 4:35 or whatever. And I call up my office, and I'm like, look, I got 5 streets left. I go, I could deliver most of them. I said, but once it starts getting dark, I go, my last 3 streets on my route have no lights. Like there's 2 street lights.
Okay. And
the people who live there don't have house lights. They don't just, and I've actually said to a few of them, look, if you don't put your lights on in the winter, you're not getting mail. They don't tip me. I don't care. I know it's a safety issue. One guy's got all broken concrete in front of his house. Now it's covered in snow. Mm-hmm. I go, I'm not delivering it. So I call. I go. Listen, I'm not. Don't you dare bring mail back. That's it. Don't you dare bring mail back. And I'm like, well, I go, if it's not safe, I am. I go, I have no choice. I can't see. Don't you not bring it back. So now I have 2 streets left, and I go, screw this. I go, I can't see 2 feet in front of me. Mm-hmm. The heat barely works on my mail truck. Yeah. The wipers thankfully worked this week.
There you go.
And it's pitch black. It's pitch black, and it's snowing. And I'm like, and I know it's supposed to turn to rain in about an hour.
That was the bigger problem, I think.
So, excuse me. So, I bring 2 streets back. I finished delivering all the packages because I just drive right up to the house.
Yeah.
I bring the 2 streets back, and which has been done before. And if it's a safety issue, you're allowed to. I pull into the parking lot of my job, and one of my supervisors, who this time last year was a carrier. Okay. Now he's a supervisor, and apparently he forgot he was a carrier. Him and I, as carriers, never saw eye to eye. Mm-hmm. So him becoming a supervisor has been like the bane of my existence because he tries to. We almost went to blows as carriers, where our union had to step in and go, had stepped in. Listen, you two don't talk to each other. Like our routes were next to each other once, and my boss actually had to rearrange the office so we weren't because he's a hothead. You know, and I'm not exactly.
I was going to say, don't put all the blame on him.
Okay, no, I'm a hothead. He's 10 times worse than me. So 2 alpha males, basically. So now he's a supervisor. But he's been pretty chill as a supervisor. So he comes back. He goes, "Did you finish?" Because he's like trying to help the trucks in the lot, you know. And I go, "No, I brought 2 sheets back." He's like, "You kidding me?" I go, "Dude." He goes, "Why?" I go, "I just look up at the sky." I go, like I'm looking up. I'm like, I don't know. It's dark. I can't see. My feet are frozen. I have frostbite on the tips of my fingers, and yeah. So he goes, "Well, I hope you're prepared to tell your coworkers that one of them has to go back out in the snow." I go, "Nope, that's your job." And then I brought the mail inside. I punched out and I whistled my way to my car. An hour and a half. Now, normally when there's to get home.
Okay.
An hour and a half to get home. Normally when there's no traffic, I can make it home in 20, 25 minutes. No traffic.
Yeah.
With traffic, 45 tops. An hour and a half, and I didn't take any of the main highways. My Waze, God bless the Waze app, because in Waze I trust. Waze has only let me down one time in my life. But Waze had me, and now this is the risk, because Waze has got the fastest route. Those fastest route were all back roads. Okay. Now, in Long Island, back roads could have houses on them. They could have nothing on them, you know, depending on the neighborhood. Well, I was going through some neighborhoods that I never want to drive through again, but I made it home an hour and 20, I think was the total. But I made it home without incident. The only time I got slowed down was when I got stuck behind someone who was scared to drive.
Oh yeah,
you know, and they were like, you know, yes, I got behind someone in a Maxima or an Ultima that had their hazards on, and it was like, I'm like, dude, come on, 11 miles an hour, really? You know, I mean, I understand you're trying to be cautious. The speed limit's 40 on this road. You're doing 11. Do 20.
I tried my best. I'm going to be honest with you, you know, because again, the snowstorm that we're talking about here in New York was the day before I flew out to L.A. And I'd already, unfortunately, me and my father had already missed. We had a game Tuesday and Thursday. We missed the Tuesday game, the Islander game on Tuesday. So I was
when they beat the shit out of the Rangers.
No. Carolina was Tuesday. Oh. Carolina? Yeah, I think so. No, I'm sorry. I think it was Vancouver. Yeah, so we missed that game. All right, unfortunately. Now I'm like, it's our only Islander Ranger game of the season. We only get one because we have half season, and they're only playing in Brooklyn for some reason. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get ready to go, and I'm thinking.
Fun fact: Rangers have never won in Barclays.
Oh, all right, cool. I like that. So now I'm thinking to myself, okay, we'll go. You know, I'll text my dad the ticket. And this is before I realized really how bad this was. Because, again, I'm inside.
Nobody knew how bad it was.
But, no, even when it was near the end, you know, when I was getting out. So my dad called me. He's like, look, you know, the weather's going to get bad. He takes Uber to the Barclays. And you know what? I don't blame him. He's putting his trust into someone else's driving skills. And it's Uber. When it's snowing, when it's slush, I get it. You know, they're probably going to rush through it. If I was driving, a little bit of a different ballgame. I'm like, look, the trains are going to run, so I'm going to go. I was all gung-ho to go to this game. And here's the thing. It was later on when I finally get out of work, when I texted you. That's where you're like, I can't see 5 inches in front of me. Then I'm like, you know what? I'm probably, if I go, obviously I have to come home. But because I have a flight the next day, like quarter after noon.
Which I was surprised you were going because you were leaving the next day. That's why.
But it's still like it doesn't really bother me because then I sleep on the train, right? So I can just clonk right out. I don't care. But thankfully I didn't go because I think they ended up shutting down the trains.
Well, I know my buddy works for a Long Island Railroad, and the delays were ridiculous.
Maybe it was more of a delay. And like 4 hours
they were running, but they were like an hour.
4 hours to get home.
Yeah,
I'm
it
like,
was bad.
You know what?
I know people who were in their cars for 5 hours,
I know,
6
me
hours.
Too.
Insane.
Me
it's
too.
just insane. And you know what?
I made the cardinal mistake, though. I didn't mean to cut you off. I made a cardinal mistake. That morning, I knew it was going to snow, but that morning I'm driving to work, and I have like 45 miles left of gas. I'm like, I'll be able to get there and back. I go outside. I see the snow. I'm like, oh, shit. So now I turn the car on, obviously, to warm it up. And I don't have any of my stuff. So now I'm wiping snow off barehanded, but the car's running. So now I'm like, uh-oh, I am not going to make it home. Because
Well,
for some reason,
pass a gas station, I'm sure.
no, but you know what's weird? Like, it'll tell you how many now, which is never accurate. It's never 100% accurate.
Well, I know with the Honda that I have, when the light goes on, I got 25 miles.
Usually, yeah, exactly. But mine will go from 45 down to 15.
Yeah,
in 5 blocks.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, it'll be like 27 miles left, 21. I'm like, wait, I just drove 2 lights.
Exactly. So, but I did find a gas station eventually. But I was worried there was going to be a line and stuff. But thankfully, that went quick. But yeah, I was so pissed because that snow. But it took when it comes to those snowstorms, and yeah, there were people driving, all cautiously with their hazards on and stuff. I just take my time. Then you get the assholes in the smallest cars possible, like right past.
Oh yeah, I saw an SUV on the side of the road because he just couldn't handle it. But it is what it is. It is winter, so it shouldn't be surprising. But one thing, and I hate De Blasio.
I got to put my.
I hate De Blasio, but I defended him on this because he was like, people blaming him. I'm like, he's like, look, if I would have sent everybody out, you guys would have said I jumped the gun. It's a lose. And look,
True.
It was the weather forecasters. I blame them. They had no clue what they were doing. And I just noticed you had the NES coasters.
Oh yeah, Anthony got those for me.
I'm going to mark that off, man. I almost bought them for you.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, they're in my Amazon wish list, so those are coming out.
Well, thank you.
But anyway, yeah, well, little things. I know. But anyway, so it's I got to talk on some business level right now.
Okay.
I had 2 people ask me about merch.
Okay.
So we need to work on that.
Okay.
We'll talk about that in the production meeting.
I think at this point of the year, we're probably better off waiting until the new year.
Oh yeah, no.
Tax reasons.
Yeah. Obviously. But 2 people want leggings.
Oh, that
with our
site,
logo.
That's going to be that site's a pain in the bitch. So I got
pain in the bitch.
I got to figure.
Never heard that put together.
I got to figure that out. I want to collaborate with you, Rippo, Chew. Maybe we use a different website.
That's fine. I just want to get the ball rolling on here. I don't think the better half is living up to its potential.
No, look, we have the logo.
Can we explain the real quick the review?
Do you hold on? Now, just jump ahead. Do you get the when something happens on our Facebook page?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So I was in one of my friends posted.
No, you knew though.
Yeah, I knew.
So let me tell my side of the story.
Well, let me tell my side. Let me tell you the origin of it first. Okay.
Well, I just think it's if I tell because I don't know what's happening, then you can tell the origin.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so I get this message. I'm in L.A. and I get this message. You got a new rating on the better half. I'm like, oh, sweet. So I look at it. And at first, I thought it was Apple because I'm like, all right, I can deal with this easily because we're trying to get Apple. People around Apple. Everybody 5-star ratings on Apple podcasts.
Seriously, please, we need them.
Yeah, especially now.
Yeah, especially
now. So I get, but it's Facebook. All right, I look at it. I don't have it. Do you have it still?
No, I blocked the guy.
Oh, okay. You know what? I blocked him from the thing anyway. So it comes up and it says, "Worst podcast ever. Don't listen to this podcast."
Yeah.
Now I've gotten that before. Actually, I was called a racist and not to listen to the podcast. Not this one.
I'm
on
pissed
a different
because
one.
it ruined a perfect 5 stars.
So I'm looking at it now. First, I think it's retro. I'm like, oh, someone else is now mad at me for something that I didn't do. So I look at it and I'm like, wait a minute, the better half. What is this? And I look at it, I don't recognize the guy, and I'm trying to think, like, what did we do? What did we say? What could have happened? Actually, I'm going
to call out the guy, too, by the way.
Don't. But let me back up a second, because here's why I really thought. So me and Rippo, real quick, are broadcasting live. We were playing Super Mario Party on the Switch, and we broadcasted live on Facebook. But we were doing it what I like to call ASMR, where it's just the audio of the game. We're not talking. But we're talking, obviously, when we're playing. We didn't realize there was a mic on when we were broadcasting because the thing that Anthony has a built-in microphone that doesn't say mic on it anywhere. Now, I really don't think we said anything, but who knows what I would have said. So I'm like, so that pops up afterwards. Because you hear us when we're talking. Right. You hear us and you hear me go, because I'm like, Ant, the mic's on. And we're like 15 minutes into the game and we're like, what? So I'm like, now in my head, I'm like, did I say anything stupid? Like, did I say anything, whatever? So I thought I said something bad, and they were reporting on the retro. Gotcha. So then I look like better half. What the hell's it all about? So, all right, so we get this bad rating. On Facebook, it's just more of a recommendation. They don't even give a star rating anymore.
It's a page.
So finally, I take a picture of it, and I send it to Frank. I'm like, Frank, what is this all about?
He goes, this just happened.
Yeah, this just happened. Look at this. And
so I was already looking at it on my laptop. Now, what happened was previously, about maybe 20 minutes earlier, a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, posted an article about remember the girl that got killed in Howard Beach, the jogger?
Yeah, did something just happen recently?
Yeah, there was a mistrial.
That's what
apparently
happened.
They had tons of DNA and a confession or whatever, but something about the case always didn't make sense to me, and a lot of people think this way. That out of they found for months they found no one, no clues, no nothing, and then all of a sudden they found a guy, they found DNA, they found all this stuff in the matter of 24 hours, 48 hours, and found this mentally challenged person off the street, and he was the suspect. I said it just didn't make sense. Well, my friend posted an article on it. She goes, "How do people feel about this?" So normally I don't comment on this, but earlier that morning, a friend of mine, who I will not name names because he works for the city, said that there was they think it's somehow Russian mob related. So I write in my friend's post basically this. I go, there's definitely more to this story. Nothing I can confirm, but I just have, from what I've heard from people, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so then this guy comments, tags me, such as what? And I go, well, I said, I really can't confirm. I said, but my friend is, this works for this, utility or whatever. And he goes, oh, all hearsay, hiding evidence. Yeah, that's smart. Blah, blah. And it completely snowballed out of control. And then he started cursing me out.
And you don't know this guy from
Don't know him from, he's a friend of somebody I know. Don't know this person at all.
Okay.
So then he starts calling me an asshole and this, that, and the other thing. And I'm trying to take the high road here. And I'm like, dude, I have no fight in this game. I have no dog in this race. I go, I don't care what you think about me, whatever. And then he starts going through my profile. And he starts going, oh, keep delivering the mail boy.
That's annoying.
Okay,
That's annoying.
Now my profile is pretty private. My pictures are mostly private, except there's featured photos. I think you can get 4 pictures or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
One of them happens to be a picture of my family.
Okay.
So he snaps that. He right click saves it, puts it in the thread, and starts ripping on my wife and kids.
Wow.
Now you could rip into me all you want, but the second you talk about my family, I'll hunt you down and kill you.
Yeah.
I have no problem saying that on the air. So maybe I won't say his name.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I go, wow, you're a real real stand-up tough guy. I go, internet tough guy. By the way, the guy lives in Florida. So, he's 1,500 miles away. There's no way he's going to, come for me. I'm like,
right.
I'm like, you're a tough guy. I go, meanwhile, I says, I'm like, I go, you go after. Now I'm messaging my friend who has the original post. I go, you better tell your friend to slow his roll before I lose my shit.
Yeah.
I go, and I'm going to end up saying something or doing something I'm going to regret. And meanwhile, she's at work, so she can't really look at her messages. So then he takes another picture of my kids, and he said, I go, dude, stop right there. I said, because the next thing you do, I said, and I still took the high road because I'm like, all right, I know what he's doing. Yeah. He's just trying to get under my skin. He's waiting for me to respond, and I'm not going to I'm like, you can talk about me all you want. My family is off. Meanwhile, somebody else goes, why are you going after this guy's family? Obviously, he got under your skin, so someone's backing me up.
Yeah, good.
So I'm like, look, I go, you don't know this person who got murdered. Mm-hmm. I don't know this person that got murdered. I don't know the person. And he's like, if you think that anyone who thinks this kid is innocent is a racist, which doesn't make any sense because, first of all, he's black, the suspect.
Yeah.
I'm white. I don't know how me thinking he's innocent makes me racist and more.
So that's a little weird.
The guy's not making any sense. So then finally my friend messaged me back. She's like, I'm so sorry. She's like, I'm deleting the whole thread. Mm-hmm. He's not normally like this, but he's obviously being an asshole, and I'm going to rip him a new one. Now my friend she'll literally get on a plane to Florida and go smack him and then come back. That's the kind of person she is. And I have a kind of tight relationship with this person. Okay. So she's like, I don't know whether she's like, he's completely wrong. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. So whatever. I'm like, I said, you know what? I wanted to see how it played out before I blocked him. Mm-hmm. Right before I blocked him, I get a thing. Better Half Podcast has a new. And I'm like, what is this? And of course, I'm like, great. I'm like, because he could see it on my Facebook page. So I'm like, oh wow, okay, you went to what do you call it? you went to, you could check out a Facebook profile. So can I. So I click on his picture. This guy looked like the illegitimate child of Elton John and the guy who plays the Penguin on Gotham. So I literally wrote that. And then I go, you want to go there? Fine. I go, and I started I ripped him a new asshole, and I wanted to see his response. He never responded. So either A, I got him, or he was told to cease and desist, and then I just blocked him. But it just drove me nuts because the guy was such a douche. Out of something that doesn't affect me, doesn't affect him, I'm not losing. Look, I have my personal opinion on the case. I don't think this guy did it, but if he did, look, whatever. But all I know is that from what I heard from my source, who works for the city, it's a pretty decent source that there's something other than what's being said on TV is whatever. I don't believe the news media anyway. I don't believe anything in the news. I don't believe our government. Okay, and I'm not being a conspiracy. Thank you for your service. I don't believe any. I'm not being a conspiracy theorist. I just don't believe the media. I don't believe anything the media says. I believe what my eyes and what people who are in the know tell me. And the person who told me what he told me, I have no reason to doubt. So that being said, whatever, this person in Florida, I hope you swim into the ocean. He's like, go deliver your mail. I'm going to go to the beach. I'm like, good, go swim in the ocean. Keep swimming. Don't come back. I go, you dead makes the world a better place, so.
Here's the funny part. When I saw it, it's just a little logo. You don't really put a star rating on Facebook, but I thought he still gave us 5 stars. Like, oh, okay.
Well,
good
whatever.
to go. But I ended up reporting him. But you know what stinks? You can't. When I got the comments that I'm a racist
on
for
iTunes.
some reason
on the one on
iTunes because I voted for Trump, I was able to report that, and they clearly it's not a reflection of the podcast. It's just someone being stupid.
Right.
Facebook, as always, is difficult to report anything.
Yeah, I hate Zuckerberg too.
So, but I blocked him from the page. Should be good to go. But I thought that was really funny, especially because I'm like, Frank, look at this. He's like, I know. What did you do?
Apparently I pissed around.
Oh well.
Anyway, on that note, you ready for some old news?
Why not?
Get off my lawn.
Thank you.
Okay. So I have 2 pieces of old news today. One from me and one from a listener.
Oh. Cool.
So
and unfortunately I did not get to run into Cinnamon.
Oh, well, that's all right. That's all right.
Oh, well, next time.
Well, since you can see the laptop, we're not going to be able to.
Looking.
Okay. So
I'm not looking.
We have 2 good ones. Okay. So
let me walk away from the mic so I won't look. Okay.
That's good. I like how you move the mic away from me. Move the mic away from me.
Sorry. Can you grab that shovel so we can clean up the wall? That fourth wall?
Bill, did somebody say wall?
Oh, wait a minute. What's up?
What's up? Oh, this is Studio A.
Yeah.
Hey,
how do you like it?
Did somebody say wall?
Yeah, I did.
I'm telling you right now, Larry, Frank, how you doing? How you doing, Mr. President?
Oh, you're
Excuse
right?
me. Yeah, a little Melania stuck in my throat.
Whoa. All right. How's your Thanksgiving?
It was wonderful. Okay, I pardoned the turkey. You know who I'm not going to pardon? Hillary. Not going to pardon her, okay?
But you pardon peas. What about carrots?
I like carrots. They make me see better when I squint, okay?
So did you eat them?
I ate them.
Nice.
I ate all the carrots. Peas, don't like peas. Never liked them when I was a kid. Don't like them now as an adult. When I go to Trump Tower and they put peas on my plate, I go, you're fired. Waiter, you're fired.
You know that those are the names of the turkeys that you pardoned.
Whatever.
Okay.
Look, listen, man, I'm running a country, okay? I don't have time. They tell me to sign it, I sign it. They tell me to smile, I smile, okay? Lots to do.
Fair enough.
Got a lot of people coming up the South Border, okay? Locked down, okay? Shut it down.
I should see where I was.
Okay? Yeah. I'm going to shut the whole thing down.
Okay.
But, Caravan. You know what? My first car was a Dodge Caravan, okay? No immigration problems with that car, okay?
Okay.
I don't know what's funny, Larry.
I don't know either.
Serious business
here.
here.
No, you're right. You're exactly right.
I'm waiting Frank to read the old news.
Okay.
I have right here, Mr. Trump. Do you want to sit in on the old news? I'd love to.
Oh,
okay?
This is going to be
amazing.
Okay?
All right.
If you hear a slight pop, it's just someone's head exploding. So
it's a quite possibility.
Who's okay?
All right. I screwed that up. Anyway, all right, Mr. Trump, Larry. Here we got old news. Okay.
All right.
So, man accused of having sex with a miniature horse. Wasn't me.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
No, Mr. Trump, of course it's not you, Mr. Trump. Please, you have a beautiful wife.
Absolutely.
She's pretty hot, huh? She's smoking like my daughter.
Well, no, come on.
Wait, what? Right. Fake news, CNN, okay. You know who I shouldn't, who's not getting pardoned, his head should have got chopped off? Acosta. Little
Little punk bitch.
Didn't he get his rights back or whatever? He's allowed back.
For now. Stupid liberal judges. I'll take care of them, too.
Okay, Mr. Trump, I don't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead, Frank. Sorry. Go ahead. Okay. A man has been arrested after several people told deputies they spotted him having sex with a miniature horse. Mr. Trump, since you're our guest, would you like to guess what state it's from?
You know, this is an easy one, Frank, okay, because it's not too far from where my house Mar-a-Lago is. I'm going to go just a little north of Mar-a-Lago. I'm going to go with Florida, Frank.
Mr. Trump, you're absolutely right. Citra, Florida, in Marion County. He's right on.
He knows.
Yeah, hey, man, I'm number 1, 45.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I need a drink.
You all right?
Yeah, I got a headache.
How's the president? Sir, how you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
All right. Officials with the Marion County Sheriff's Office said Nicholas Anthony Sardo, Italian, I didn't think.
Oh, boy.
21, admitted to having sex with a miniature male pony named Jackie G.
What the fuck, man?
I know, right, Mr. President?
This is some fucked up shit.
Oh, this is our podcast, Mr. President.
Well, Frank, the guy who gave you the bad review, don't worry about it. Over the wall.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. He's from Florida, too.
Okay.
Anyway, detectives said that on October 16th, a witness came forward and reported to Tattletale Detective Giuliano that she had witnessed Sardo having sex with Jackie G in a pasture on a family member's property 3 days earlier.
Wait, just out in the open like that?
Hey, you know, it is what it is.
Holy cow.
Another witness came forward saying she saw it as well, deputies said. Sardo admitted to investigators that he had sex with the horse 4 times during the course of a week.
Wow, that's more than I've ever gotten.
Hashtag believe all survivors.
Yeah.
Sardo told deputies he used a condom each time because he didn't want to get a disease from the horse.
Good man. That's what you got to do. Always, right, Mr. President? We got to get that in the school. Safe
Absolutely, safe sex.
Absolutely.
You know what? No sex is safe sex. I don't want to talk about it. Melania, get back here.
Melania.
That's what I said. Don't correct me when I'm wrong, okay? I'm the president, for Christ's sake.
I hate condoms.
You don't even know what they are, Larry, okay? Let's be honest here, Larry. When's the last time you used a condom? Okay? Frank can't even see his to use a condom, okay?
Oh, wow.
Mr. President,
Wow,
what did I
fired.
ever do to you, Mr. You know, Mr. President, I'm a little insulted here.
Sorry. Go ahead. Continue, Frank. Continue.
Thank you. Jesus. We tied that Fred Cosby bit. That was...
Yeah, well, you know.
Sardo is charged with 4 counts of sexual contact with an animal and is being held in the Marion County Jail. So that's Florida right there. So,
oh, man.
Yeah, that was now the next one we have is from a female listener in Illinois, and it just says Melissa 479.
Oh, wow.
Hello, Melissa. Thanks for listening to the show.
I bet she's very attractive.
Well, I don't know how to look her up.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to open up her email here.
I'm
right
sure
now.
if anyone can look her up. I mean, we have the Secret Service right outside the door right now.
I'm not going to use the Secret Service for that, okay?
All right. Don't get
This
mad
is
at
a
me.
legitimate thing here, okay?
Yes. Sorry, sir.
Okay.
Okay, dear Frank and Larry, you might like this email. You might like this old news. The names are a little confusing, so good luck reading it. Ha ha ha. Okay, Melissa. Okay,
Melissa.
the title of the article is Love Triangle Skydive Murder Trial Begins.
All at the same time?
Love Triangle Skydive Murder Trial Begins.
Oh, man.
Okay. A blank woman went on trial on Friday charged with the murder of a fellow skydiver and love rival who plunged to her death after her parachute was sabotaged.
Oh, no.
Anyone want to guess? Larry?
What state?
State or country.
Yeah.
Mr. Trump, he guessed the last one, so Larry, you guess it.
What, really? You going to let him?
I'm going to try.
He's the co-host, Mr. President.
Whatever.
I'm going to say, I feel like this one may be over in Europe somewhere. So I'm going to say England.
You want to narrow it down a little bit, or
Oh, okay. I'll say Upper Uncton.
Sorry, Lower Uncton.
Ah,
Sorry.
Sorry.
No, it's actually Belgium.
Oh,
That's
okay.
that's where Daddy's
Well,
from.
at least I was on the right side of the world.
Yes, you are. So,
All right, I'll take it.
Freaks in Belgium. Freaks.
What?
whoa,
Mr. President?
Mr. President, they're our ally.
Oh, never mind.
Okay. Okay. Now
dirty
here's the way she
Canadians.
was. Melissa was right. Hold on. Wait. Sorry.
Look, guys, it's been real.
Oh,
but I gotta
now you
go.
gotta go?
I gotta go.
Oh.
Okay, we got the helicopter outside. We got to go. It's good seeing you, Frank, Larry.
Sir,
happy
nice.
Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy Turkey Day,
and
sir.
I'll probably maybe I'll see you at
Sir,
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
That's right. Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
That's what we say in America. Merry
Yes.
Christmas. Okay. You know what? When Anthony comes in for your very special episode, maybe I'll come in.
Ooh.
Okay.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I know he's from California.
Yeah, California.
Yeah, that state's on fire.
That sure is. I didn't see any of the fires, though.
Fire.
Yeah.
All right. Trump out.
Take care, sir.
Bye-bye. Bye, Mr. Trump.
All right.
Later, Frank. See you later.
Okay.
He's just
wild.
comes
how he
in
just-
and just doesn't
And he
knock.
just knows where we are, too.
Well,
I feel like he has you tracked.
He might. Anyway, so she wasn't right. Melissa was not lying. The names are really weird. Els Van Doren, 30. Now, I don't even know which one of these is the male and the female here. So, Els Van Doren, 38, smashed into a back garden from some 4,500 meters, which is roughly 14,000 feet, in November 06. Because,
what?
So Els Van Doren is a woman because both her main and reserve chutes failed to open after she jumped from a plane with defendant Els Klotmans, 26, their lover, Dutchman Marcel Somers, and another man.
Wow.
Okay.
How many people are involved in? Where's the pony?
Klotzman, an elementary school teacher, is accused of cutting through key parts of the parachute system the weekend before the jump to remove her rival and have Somers for herself. Now, wait a second. I'm not a skydiver, but don't they usually check their parachutes
You're
right
supposed to.
before?
You're supposed to, yes.
Have you skydived?
Absolutely not.
No, yeah, me neither.
They're in a shitting way I'm jumping out of a moving plane.
Lawyers for Klotzmans, who herself only spoke in court to confirm basic details such as her date of birth and profession, issued a statement expressing their firm belief that their client did not kill a woman she regarded as a friend. In a red top and black trousers and flanked by 2 police officers, Klotzmans showed no emotion as prosecutor Patrick Boyne read the 68-page indictment.
Oh, my God.
Imagine sitting through that.
A boring read.
Hello.
Ugh.
Interest in the case was so great that a live television feed was laid on in a larger room in the courthouse in Tangaran, a town in eastern Belgium. Several police guarded the entrance.
I call it Belgian dip.
A lawyer said, if the parachute does not fit, you must acquit. Oh, no, sorry.
Oh.
Laying out details of the love triangle, Boyan said that Bachelor Somers entertained Van Doren, a married mother of 2, most Saturdays, and the younger Klotzman often on Fridays.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, this
Okay, so it's 2 women and a man so far, I think.
a man, baby.
A man, baby. This coffee tastes like shit.
It is shit, Austin. Okay.
Nutty.
It tastes a bit nutty.
Boyan said Klotzmans was an experienced skydiver and would have known how to sabotage a parachute, and that she had the opportunity to do so when she and Van Doren were with Somers a week before the fatal drop. Van Doren's pilot chute, a small parachute deployed to pull the main chute out, was detached from that, while a line that should have connected the reserve chute to the harness was free. Experts ruled that both items had been deliberately cut.
Short of, remember like in Roger Rabbit when they put the spare tire in the,
Yes.
in the chute? That's what's basically what's happening here.
Yeah, she opened up and an anvil popped out. Expert ruled that both items had been deliberately cut and that it could have been done in 30 seconds with scissors.
Or 15 with a chainsaw.
Yeah. Psychiatric experts have identified signs that Klotzman suffers from a psychopathic disorder.
You think? In other news, the sky is blue.
Klotzman's lawyers say that is no hard evidence against their client, whom they say investigators intimidated and belittled in hours of questioning.
Ha ha, you don't know how to jump. Ha ha.
No, that's the suspect.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
She was continually accused of lying by investigators. The investigators had formed their own version of the truth and were no longer prepared to deviate from that.
Shame.
The trial, which is likely to feature video of the fall,
yes.
damn, shot from a camera on Van Doren's helmet, is due to last 4 weeks.
Wow. And then you hear, and then the, what also gave away is the subtle laughter coming from that camera.
Die, bitch. Die, bitch. Wow, that's interesting.
And you ever see those videos of skydivers who purposely skydive without a parachute?
But how do they land?
Either in a giant net, or I saw one that landed in like a bunch of cardboard boxes, or the other one is they just like
But
throw
really,
the chute
if
out and
you're
you go and
coming
grab
from
it.
14,000 feet or whatever, and a bunch of cardboard boxes is going to stop you.
I'm talking like there's like thousands of
Yeah,
them.
no, I know. I like. First of all, hey, where do you get that many cardboard boxes?
BJ's.
That's insane. Shoot, at that point, just get the one the thing that the firehouses use. You know, the big blow up. Stunt. No, the big stunt pillow.
Oh
you know?
yeah. No, but it's wild when I see stuff like that.
No.
It's like the free climbers.
Who?
You know, the ones that climb mountains without
Those
the
people are
ropes and
insane.
everything.
I don't like those people.
Yeah.
I'm not adventurous. I like my feet on the ground.
Me too.
So since hearing about your plane trip, I've decided that I don't want to fly. No, I don't. I've been talking to my wife about this, and I'd rather say when we go on vacation, I'd rather go places where we could drive to.
Because of your kids, or
No, just because I hate people. I hate service dogs because they're all full of shit. You get one or two who are legit.
yeah.
And then you get like the rich socialite who's got to have her 7 poodles with her or whatever.
It's nuts.
But I just don't like people taking their shoes off and putting it in between the seats. And
Really?
there's a whole
I saw that.
passenger. There's a thing on Instagram called passenger shaming.
Yeah.
You got to follow them. It's hysterical.
Okay.
But like, yeah, people walking around the airport. Like there was a woman. There was I forgot. Was it Delta? The guy got to a seat and there was dog shit in his seat.
Oh, I just heard about that. That was
And
just like a couple days ago.
The stewardess, the stewardess said, "We'll clean it up."
Flight attendant.
Whatever, stewardess. I don't care. Whatever.
Frank wants smoking back on planes.
I'm so sick of the PC
No, I know,
bullshit
I know.
with the now Charlie Brown is racist. Did you
Oh,
ever-
yeah, I heard about that.
Well, I'll tell you in and then we're going to end this because I got to go home. But yeah, like so. Apparently the she said clean it up or you're gonna have to sit in it or whatever. And once you touch it, you activate it. You know.
Yeah.
So whatever. Yeah, well, I mean, how do they allow that? It's going to happen. Your dog is in a spot in a confined place. They're going to end up shitting. But you
biting somebody.
don't clean it up or whatever, and you leave it. And then I don't know. I'm just sick of it. Like I saw a video where there was some woman dog shit in the airport, and then everyone was like pulling their luggage, and it was all going through it, and she just left it there. I'm sick of people.
are very inconsiderate.
Now the whole Charlie Brown thing. Yes.
Yeah, what's up with that? What
Okay,
scene?
apparently it was the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
Yeah, which I've seen.
By the way,
100
happy
times.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
The Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, apparently there's I don't remember watching it, but I remember the Halloween one and the Christmas one. But apparently there's a kids, like a Friendsgiving in the backyard, and they're all eating like cupcakes and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And Franklin, the black character on Peanuts, is sitting at one side of the table, and everybody else is on the other side of the table. And he's in like a lawn chair and everybody else is in kitchen chairs. And now they're saying that Charles Schultz and the Peanuts are racists. Ugh. Now, morons. And this is for all you fucking libtards out there. Okay? I'm sick of this shit.
Go for it.
I am so sick of this PC bullshit. Do you know why Franklin, the black character, was in Peanuts to fucking begin with?
Because they needed the character.
Because Charles Schultz saw that his comic was a fucking worldwide phenomenon, okay, and noticed that this is during 1968, I believe, when it was
Something
made,
like that, yeah.
during the Civil Rights Movement, said, I need to put a black character into my comics.
We're not counting Pigpen.
Okay, right, not counting Pigpen. Okay, to show that this is a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay?
I mean, he's got the black character, a lesbian character.
Well, not official, but
Peppermint Patty.
but urged other cartoonists to do the same. So Charles Schultz, the racist, quote unquote, according to the left, has decided I'm going to add a black character, put him into my comics, make him a regular thing. Urged other, but see, these morons don't look into the history of what it is. They just see, there's something else I can complain about. I could get this taken off the air. I am so sick of this shit.
And meanwhile, it's taken 50 years to figure
For
this
someone
out?
to notice it, because some millennial douchebag with his pink pussy hat decided, I'm offended by this. No, you're not. You're not offended. You're full of shit. Okay? You have nothing else to do in your life because mommy held you till you were 27 years old. I'm done. I am done. I'm officially saving up for an island, and I'm leaving this world. Okay? I'm buying an island. I'm putting a wrought iron fence around it.
Okay. Seems unnecessary, but okay.
20-foot high wrought iron fence around it, except for the one opening where I can go fish.
Okay.
Okay? and let where the dock is.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to lock it at night. My boat is going to actually go into the island, so no one can even steal my boat.
Okay.
Okay, I have this all planned out.
Yeah, that's weird because you're already on an island, so.
Well, people could still get onto the island.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
So, if they get to the island, there's a fence there.
Like those little weird islands over by the Verrazano?
That's like don't go on that island. That's like used for like radiation and shit. I'm serious. Look at the history. As I asked my professor once about that the little island off the Verrazano. There's like mutant shit going on that island.
Mutant shit going on off the
I'm
Verrazano.
serious. I'm so sick of it. I'm just everywhere I turn, it's PC bullshit, PC bullshit, PC bullshit. Can we get back to 1987, please? When everyone was on cocaine and sex was great. Not for me. I was 12. But I mean,
or a man's a man, a woman's a woman.
I'm so tired of it. It's like ridiculous now.
I hear you.
I hate. Look, if you have a problem with that,
I'll solve it.
Just don't talk to me. No. I hate people, except our fans.
Except for that one guy.
Except for that one guy from Florida. Twat. I hate him.